It's the Madhouse Maniacs. They're getting up on their feet.
Mass chaos.
Oh, he hits them! Climbing all over each other. Trouble! Every time you turn around, there's physicality. The fans are on their feet for a photo finish.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the home of NASCAR's greatest Coliseum. We have action every Saturday night here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Still the most exciting of them all. Big crash. Oh! This is Bowman Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a special night here at Bowman Gray Stadium. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner, and yes, it's still the most exciting of them all. And tonight, it's one of the most emotional of them all, as we pay tribute tonight to Robbie Brewer, but we also have the Twin 25s presented by Harrison's. $2 Ladies Night presented by Carhartt. It's a big night of racing here for the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Racing Series at the historic Bowman Gray Stadium. Folks, we got a lot of racing coming up.
Certainly a big night here at Bowman Gray, and a big lineup when we talk about how we're going to have the twins. So the Stadium Stock B feature, 15 laps kicking us off, followed by the Sportsman Modified, Sportsman 2, Modifieds again, the Street Stocks, Stadium Stocks A, and then finishing us off tonight is going to be the skid race. So lots of racing. We're talking about short races tonight. We don't have one that's a 100-lapper by any means, but we have a big slate on the lineup.
Well, hey, action is picking up a little early here at the Madhouse. Let's throw it downstairs to Randy Pulliam, the announcer of Bowman Gray Stadium, for tonight's pre-race festivities.
Saturday night, it's always all right for racing. Race fans, join with me and say it with me. Let's go racing!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bowman Gray, night 1127, and it's up next.
Source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling: check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire and Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs.
Folks, Bowman Gray Stadium is a family. And last week, we lost a beloved member of our family, Robbie Brewer. Brewer's car, his modified that he's campaigned all over the South, and he's raced modifieds here as well, although he's known here as an 11-time Sportsman winner. A driver who won a championship in the sportsman division here at Bowman Gray. This is something that we do at the stadium. We honor those who are lost. And losing Robbie sent shockwaves through our community this past week. And right now, they are pushing Robbie Brewer's car. The Lewis family, Robbie's fiance, Angel, the entire Lewis teams, as well as the extended family of our Bowman Gray Stadium pit area. They're pushing the Brewer car around the famed quarter mile in front of a packed audience of people standing in silence for a tradition known as a silent lap. This is something that makes the stadium unique. You know, a place that can go viral for so many reasons, Jacqueline Drake. But we also see the beauty inside the soul of this stadium in times like this.
No, we certainly do. And all around this stadium tonight, you can see fans wearing green in honor of Robbie as they let balloons go with messages to him. And this memorial lap is not only in honor of a driver, but a friend, a family member, and one who gave so much to short track racing, not just here at Bowman Gray, but through short tracks all across the coast. Tonight we come together to celebrate his life and the legacy he leaves behind.
You see the packed audience here showing such respect to Robbie Brewer and his family and his legacy here at Bowman Gray Stadium. 259 career starts in the sportsman division here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And, four-time winner in 2015. And you see the Robbie Brewer shirts. A sea of green is what you'll see in the grandstands here today in the pit area. Robbie Brewer was 53 years old and a real racer. Godspeed, Robbie. Folks, we are back at historic Bowman Gray Stadium. The racing action for night 1,127 is about to take place, and the stadium stocks, the B class of the stadium stocks, are tonight's first feature event. Let's give you the starting lineup for the first 15-lapper on the pole tonight at the Little Donuts. Number 88, it's Zach Taylor. To the outside, oh, he can get it done here and get checker flags to number 16 of Steven Sanders.
How about that row number 2 on the inside, the 02 of Fuzzy Dinkle. What a name. And to that outside, it's the 95 of Levi Holt.
Oh, it's a father-son row number 3 in the Boxville Tire, number 71. Orange Machine, it's James Allison. To the outside, his son in the Boxville Tires, Pintang. It's the number 7 for Chris Allison.
Looking at row number 4 on the inside, that 28 of Robert Mabe, followed by the 33 of David Rose.
The next row, the number 83, Michael Cates. To the outside, the number 12 of Tyler Rose.
Row number 6 is going to feature the 46 of Colton Brown, and to his outside, we have Andre Chavez.
Starting last tonight in the number 69, the Mad Discs Machine, the Knot Rod, it will be Brandon Krantz. Folks, this is the Madhouse. We have characters all about Jacqueline Drake, including Fuzzy Dinkle, right there, making his first start of the 2025 season. Fuzzy Dinkle is in a car that is affectionately known as Whisker Biscuit. Whisker Biscuit, the 02. And you see it on the nose right there. It says Whisker Biscuit, and it is backwards, so if he approaches the Sanders machine or anybody in front of them, they can see it written properly.
Hang on.
Whisker Biscuit.
We have a lot of nicknames happening right now for this O2.
Yes.
On the windshield, it looks like it said Mr. Horsepower.
Well, yeah, that's.
Is that what that says?
It might be. It might just be the engine builder.
Maybe. I'll have to say.
He is officially being scored tonight as Fuzzy Dinkle.
I will say, with the name, I was expecting, the dog car from like Dumb and Dumber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that car. Anyway, the wheels have come off early
Mr.
on.
Motorsports.
We've had emotion. We've had heart. We've also had some good laughs. And that's what Bowman Gray is all about, folks. If you're sitting in the grandstands here with your family, your kids, your mom, your grandma, this is a family atmosphere here that just is the greatest brand of grassroots NASCAR-style racing that you're going to see in a historic stadium built in 1937. Nothing brings a man or a woman to a smile more than the opening race of the night. And now we're green on night 1,127.
Levi Holt going to take advantage and a slant from behind on that 95 as they head to the backstretch. And a great side-by-side racing, though, for the front of this field.
Yeah, here comes Zach Taylor, the little donuts machine, Greg Butcher trucking, number 88 on the inside. He's a rookie competitor to the outside, usually driven by wife. Now it's Steven Sanders filing into the third spot. Levi Holt gets his position number 2. Here comes the march of the Pintang, and the 28 of Mabe is slow. Flipper has some smoke. Here comes Pintang in 4th position. That's half Pinto, half Mustang. Now the battle is on for the lead. Levi Holt ducks to the bottom.
Only a 15-lapper here tonight, so definitely going to see a lot of action. A little sideways there, coming off of turn number 4.
Spin for Steven Sanders. The yellow flag is out, and maybe we should have kept Sydney in the car. What do you think? The dispensary number 11 goes around, and boy, oh boy, was that an interesting one.
Wow, contact very early on in this race. Not going to waste any time, Matt, that's for sure. And you'll see the number 11 make its way back to the rear of that field. And currently, though, the 88 of Zach Taylor going to continue to lead over this field.
And there is Levi Holt's car.
Yes.
He finished second last week in his race, the S&P Lemonade number 95, Kachow, but was disqualified at the end of the night. And that was a slew of disqualifications, including the big headline. This whole week, Zach Orr, Amber Lynn, when we left the broadcast in the sportsman division, were the winners. Well, not so much. They were disqualified in post-race, refusing to tear down, refusing to report to inspection, points penalties, monetary fines. It was a doggone mess. But, the sportsman division, they're trying to clean up some things, and there's a lot of controversy brewing within that division. In this division, though, Levi Holt, tire infraction. Tonight, he's trying to get a little redemption. He's in second place, going for a win. Here we go. Zach Taylor on the point. Levi Holt second, the Pintang, and then Fuzzy Dinkles. Green flag is out on your opening race for the Stadium Stalkers, formerly known as the Buzz Bombers. Here comes Levi Holt to the back bumper. He looks high, he looks low. Now he gets gently into the backside of the number 88. We got a spin on the backstretch. Brandon Krotz is around. The knot rod, not well.
Yeah, he's going to get spun back around and go in the right direction this time, joining the back of the field alongside the 83 of Michael Cates, who was avoiding that spin. Geez, Matt, I mean, right out of the gate, this division, very, very aggressive, right out of the beginning of this for the start of our feature events. Flagman's going to show 1 to go, this time by Zach Taylor, though. He's getting a mirror full of Levi Holt. Levi's not going to let him get away. Let's see what happens in this restart.
Wouldn't it be something? Okay, we're on 5 laps into this 15-lap opening race for the Stadium Stalkers. We have a guy in the lead right now that is a rookie competitor looking for his first win, a man that started selling donuts a few years ago here, Little Donuts. Now he has it on his car, and he is a racer himself. His family, of course, back in the pit area as well. Chuck Wall and everybody putting that car together for him. Charlie Curry, so many people pitching in. The other week, A.J. Sanders was pitching in when he had engine troubles on that car. That back pit area, the stadium stock pit area, is a family. Third place, too, the Pintang car. The Pintang car with yellow numbers tonight. And that is, of course, it's yellowish green, of course, for Robbie Brewer. Chris Allison in that Pintang car in third actually pulled off the racetrack last week as a tribute to his friend.
All right, we're going to head into turns 3 and 4. Green flag is going to wave this time by all over the back bumper again. Levi Holt going to look to the inside of 88, not able to complete it. Those that come off turn 2 as working through momentum here. Back into turns 3 and 4 again, not able to get on that back bumper.
You saw a lot of patience there. A lot of patience there for Holt. Holt is the faster car right now. He's looking to do it the clean way. Zach Taylor trying at all cost to protect the bottom. Now a shot to the back bow of the number 88 from Holt. Holt gets some traction and gets it underneath him. Can't do it going into turn 1. Taylor gives him the groove, slides up. Here comes Holt, and here comes the Pintang.
All this action making way for that number 7 of Chris Allison, who's now in the P2 position, coming to the flags halfway this time by.
Halfway, Dinkle back in the 4th position now as well. Can Holt hang on? Last week he was disqualified. Wouldn't that be something if he returns this week? There is the Dinkle machine. Steven Sanders now stalking the back bumper, efforting the back bumper right now. You see the hands all crossed up there as they came down the front straightaway. Dinkle pushing into turn number 2. Steven Sanders has a bead, but he has damage on the front of his number 11.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Matt, you can see that 11 has crushed fenders. You got double box here right now with the leaders, and in the battle for 4th on back. As you can see, a shuffling happen. The O2 getting a little bit sideways now, and we got a car in the grass.
Oh, Dinkle in the wall right there. Colton Brown gets by, and so does Rose, but Dinkle makes some contact with the wall. 5 laps to go here at Bowman Gray as Chavez pulls off the track. Holt is your leader. 2nd is Chris Allison. 3rd, Zach Taylor with a mighty good run for that 88 car. Sanders now in the next position, followed by the number 12 of Tyler Rose.
Levi Holt being able to have a gap between him and Pintang. You're going to head into 3 and 4, going through a little bit of lap traffic this time by, but continuing to stay strong lap after lap.
Ka-chow. We have a spin. A yellow flag will come out for the 2nd time. It is Sanders going around in a spin cycle. The number 11 dispensary machine.
Interesting stop right here between the 11 and the 12.
I don't know. Was there something there? I don't know. I did not see what happened. It looks like Sanders.
The 12 was motioning for him to kind of like, go on by. Of Tyler Rose. See, he's saying, I thought he was saying, hey, come on by.
Well, we'll see what's happening here. It's a standoff. It's like a chess game right now.
Oh, it certainly is.
There is Jimmy.
Oh, he's going to stand in front of it, yeah.
Yep. Great job there. There's Tyler Rose, who won his first career race just a few weeks ago, and boy, that was a joyous pit area afterwards. We will probably come out to, it appears, a green-white checker finish on this one. 13 laps down for the stadium stocks, the Q104.1 stadium stockers. They will have 2 feature events. Folks, if you don't understand, they have 2 feature events. This is the B class. This is the 2nd half of the point standings. That's how they split it. They have so many cars that they have to have 2 feature event races.
Looks like they got the field where they want it to be. Race control working to sort out a little bit of the back of the field, but they're going to get the 1 to go now this time by.
And you see behind Rose the orange machine right there of Colton Brown, 2nd generation driver, and one of the low buck teams, the M&B Productions machine. He's been trying to promote the Davie County Classic, the big rodeo, on September 27th, and doing so on the hood of that Mustang race car. Green flag about to come back out for this green-white checker showdown here on a beautiful summer night here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Out of the north turn, the green flag unfurls from the grandstands and the flag stand.
Green flag flies the 95, continuing that strong lead with the Penting not far behind, hoping to capitalize in these final few laps. But watch out now, because the 88 is Zach Taylor. He's right there in third, looking strong as well as the white flag flies.
Levi Holt, the number 95. Last week, they took his left rear tire. They took away his second place finish. Right now, nobody's taking away his checkered flag. The little car that could did. Levi Holt wins for the second time in 2025. Holt. Big stuff going on the back straightaway right now. Sanders has made contact with the number 12 machine, and now his father, the father of Tyler Rose, David Rose in the 33, has made contact with the number 11 car. The 11 is backing up into him. The 11 is backing up into him. Steven Sanders not happy with the Rose family.
Oh, you'll see the 12 come around here.
David Rose, his father, went in and stuck up for his son in the post-race fireworks here in race number 1 at the Madhouse. But the winner, the victor, is the number 95 of Levi Holt. The Lightning McQueen Special, as we like to call it, my kid's favorite, one of his favorite cars. A State Farm Jeff Fuller machine, S&P Lemonade on the hood of that car. And Seth from S&P Lemonade tonight, folks, selling light up lemonade cups, and all of the sales for those lemonade cups will go to the family of Robbie Brewer. So this is a family here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Even the sponsors, even the concessions people are all in with this racing family tonight at Bowman Gray. And you see that light up cup there, and they're holding it up as a tribute to Robbie Brewer, the fallen racer that we lost last week. A beautiful moment indeed. And a beautiful moment for Levi Holt as he pulls his 95 to victory lane. Let's go downstairs for this one. I think Chris Carter will have our winner.
Very happy crew. Here he comes, make some noise, Levi Holt! I told you this the other week, practice over there. I told you it's going to get better and better, and it has, and you've had a hot rod, man. Tell us about it. Good job, buddy.
This week was tough beginning of the year, but we never gave up. The Harris family, my dad, my mom, hard work in the shop is finally paying off.
Who all would you like to thank, man, as far as sponsors?
It's going to be a list, all right? First off, I got to thank the Lord Jesus Christ. He keeps me safe every day. The Harris family, without them, it's not possible. Then I got to thank S&P Lemonade for the best lemonade in the stands. North State Plumbing, Patriots Choice Plumbing, Ideal Landscaping for coming on this week. That means a lot. Jeff Fuller, State Farm agent at a High Point. Without them, I can't do it. And the Camo crew.
All right. I want you to help me out, and I want you to get these fans excited.
Great to hear from Levi Holt after a win tonight on such a special night. In just a little bit, though, we'll be back for the Sportsman feature event number 1.
$12 red
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium. The Sportsman cars for 2 twin 20s hit the track right now. Let's give you the official starting lineup. Starting on the pole officially will be the number 97 Velocity machine of Justin Hicks tonight instead of Kid Dynamite. On the outside, the Pulse Vodka, number 55, it's Zach Orr.
Looking at row number 2 on that inside, the 02 of Amber Lynn. And to the outside, it's the 03 of Sterling Plemons.
Starting in 5th tonight, the Velocity, number 14, it's a 4-time winner. It's Jim Shove to the outside, an 18-time winner. It's Dylan Ward in the number 7.
How about that row number 4, the 68 of Chase Lewis, and on his outside is the 38 of Mitch Gales.
Starting 9th tonight in the Bark Buddies number 8, it's the dog, Kyler Kepley. To the outside, a driver from South Boston, Virginia. Tonight, making his debut, the number 15 of Tristan Brunelli.
Row number 6 on the inside, the number 2 of Austin Jones, and on the outside, the number 12 of Justin Taylor.
Starting 13th tonight, the East Coast Wings, number 23, it's Ryan Robertson. And welcome back, well, no, excuse me, wrong row, sorry, the number 88 of Zach Taylor.
Looking at row number 8 right now. On the inside, we have A.J. Burness, and to that outside, the 54 of Braden Mills. Rounding us out on the field is the 21 of Tommy Neal and Chase Robertson in that 31.
I believe Chris Taylor is actually in that number 88 machine. The lights are out on the pace car. And, folks, we told you about the disqualifications last week. Your 2 winners, Zach Orr in the first race, Amber Lynn in the second race. Well, voila, they're side by side. Luck of the draw on the front row to entertain you tonight. These 2 drivers have gotten together and traded some sheet metal a time or 2 here at the stadium. Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go for the Sportsman division. Green flag is out.
Great start by the 02 of Amber Lynn, who's feeling extremely strong after her comeback, and even said earlier today it takes just a little bit of luck here at Bowman Gray as she leads the field on lap number 1 of this feature. Right behind her, though, the 55 of Zach Orr hot on her heels.
Tristan Brunelli getting way out of shape mid-pack, and he washes all the way to the back of this field in that shitty coolers number 15. Chase Robertson is stuck behind him now, your points leader, as Taylor goes around in that machine. Chris Taylor bringing out the first caution flag of the Sportsman division race.
Little Donuts number 88 has a flat donut on that left rear tire. And the back of the field here, though, is getting a little crazy as they were swapping paint all throughout these competitors. 88's, though, going to head off and hopefully get that tire repaired and get them right back out.
Taylor brings that machine in. Way in the back of the field right now is Chase Robertson. Chase Robertson, the number 31 machine, is your top points man in this division. He leads Mitch Gales by 24 points, but tonight he has to do it from 18th. This is a driver that can get it done here at Bowman Gray Stadium, and boy, oh boy, he had 2 fifth-place finishes 2 weeks ago, and then a pair of second-place finishes last week.
Certainly has had an interesting season as the points leader right here. Has got caught in a little bit of drama as well here in Bowman Gray, and has had a few rivalries throughout this division, but being further back, and I'm curious, with him being the top guy this season, Matt, are we going to see a bit of a target on his back as he tries to work his way through this field?
I really don't know. I mean, that is one of the cleanest race car drivers in this field. It'll be interesting to see his way, dice his way through. But right now, if you look, there is Robbie Brewer's paint scheme. Adorned on the side of Chase Lewis's race car. Chase Lewis's race car is typically a number 11 here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And tonight, Chase Lewis, this week, he worked really hard to get this paint scheme done as a tribute to his friend. You got to understand, the Lewis family and the Brewer family are family. And they're showing it on all the Lewis family race cars tonight. The Lewis and Robbins family so deeply tied to Robbie Brewer. Here we go. 2 laps down in this 20-lapper. Amber Lynn, the leading lady, is leading this one to green. Zach Orr to the backside. The rock star. Sterling Plemons in third and Dylan Ward in fourth.
Eyes forward for that 0-2, but Zach Orr, who said today that he has a jet engine underneath the hood of that 55, wants to get another win and wants to add it to the mark. But Sterling Plemons on the back bumper of him, playing a little bit of bumper cars though between him and that number 7.
Well, the question is, though, if he wins, will he allow them
He
to tear
said
the car down.
he said he would. That's
Okay.
what he said.
Okay. So twice now the 55 has been disqualified. Not very happy with those rulings was Zach Orr talking to him in the pit area today. Very colorful character here, and of course your defending champion of the sportsman division here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Yellow flag is out for the slowed car of the number 97 of Justin Hicks. Of course, Justin Cummins owns this car. He runs this car. He races this car. He's practicing it this morning, Kid Dynamite. And he was actually helping out some of his competitors when they had a skirmish during practice. He was hammering the body panels of the Shoop machine after some contact this morning. Was Justin Cummins, who owns that car and works at Velocita with Bad Brad and all those guys. And that's the great thing about Bowman Gray Stadium. Racers helping out racers, the stuff that you don't see on the broadcast. But if you're here during the day, you understand how the families here and the competitors work to help each other out.
Yeah, and last week that 97 had a bit of drama with Massey, which I
Chris Massey, it was a clip on his car, he told me today, so not good.
Watching that replay back was quite interesting to see that unfold. But this division this year has had a lot of drama and a lot of things go back and forth, so it's been fun to watch.
It sure has, and we have 5 laps down of this 20 lapper, so 15 laps to go for you mathematicians as Amber Lynn is in the lead. Zach Orr right on the back bumper of the walkabout flooring 02. What a run back in the 5th position tonight for Jim Schoaf. The number 14 is in the 5th position right now. You're seeing the Ryan Robertson machine and AJ Burness side by side down the front straightaway into the turn. Give the spot to Robertson right now. Burness, the Furnace. His mother doesn't like the nickname, but shout out Jim for not getting shout outs. He wanted one, but now we have a spin. Justin Taylor has gone around, and so has Austin Jones in the number 2.
Yeah, back of the field, they're really trying to avoid them getting together, causing a bit of a block on a big corner. So no other further cars involved in that in pileup they were able to avoid. So great work by the back of the field. But the 2 car is going to make his way around to see if he can try to get, I don't know if he's trying to get his position back or just get closer to that number 12 of Justin Taylor.
Here we go. I think we have a replay to show you from our speed shot by Arthur Vandelay. Beautiful job there. Oh,
goodness.
Lord. Yeah, I think
climbed the car just a little bit. Interesting.
I think Justin Taylor got a little throttle happy there and might have got into the number 2 car. That's Bowman Gray.
Yeah, we've seen that happen a time or two around here.
Old Donkey Strong had a little flex there. There is Jimmy Brown, the hardest working track crew guy in the history of racing, in my opinion, man. That guy has more energy than the Energizer Bunny. I was here this morning and he's running around sweating, and I don't does he even sleep? He's wearing the whole track crew is wearing the fluorescent green for Robbie Brewer tonight, as well as so many people in the grandstands, and lots of cars with tributes on them and stickers on them. And you know, it's a beautiful sight here at Bowman Gray when we come together for our racing family. And there you see the grandstands right now. Lots of green. There's green in the booth.
Yep.
Jacqueline, you've got a green like jumpsuit on. That thing is snazzy. Justin Mincy over here is blinding me with his bright green shirt. I've got a green Islip Speedway shirt on.
Yep.
That's the only green I had, really. Hello, folks.
Oh.
There you go. Show off your green, Justin. Wearing the green for Robbie Brewer tonight, a great racer, a great man who would, ironically, as Brad Lewis said, would give you the shirt off of his back. Justin Taylor will tag the rear of the field in his number 12 Donkey Strong machine. We are 8 laps down in this 20-lap affair here at Bowman Gray Stadium as Randy Smith twirls the single flag up in the air, signifying 1 to go for the, I'd say about 15,000 race fans here at Bowman Gray tonight. A beautiful crowd gathered here tonight in the Twin Cities of North Carolina. Just down the road from the R.J. Reynolds tobacco plant that made this city famous and, of course, led to its namesake, Mr. Bowman Gray himself. 8 laps down, Harrison's Twin 25 night. Well, these are the Twin 20s for the sportsmen. Green flag is out. The leading lady in the lead, Amber Lynn. Oh, we've got a spin and a yellow flag right away. They didn't even make it to the start-finish line. Did Austin Jones in the number 2 and the 88 of Chris Taylor. There is the Little Donuts hood.
Yeah,
and he has
right
some
there.
damage right there, right front. Oof. Right front on the Austin Jones car, making his first few sportsman division starts. I believe his first one was a second-place finish. Great debut there. This is a smooth race car driver. Usually doesn't get in trouble like you see here tonight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, going to have to pull off the track here. And they'll realign the field. We got a Flow Racing replay right here on just what happened. We're looking at the back of the field now.
Oh, yeah, it looks like Taylor might have came down, and, he had the spot there. He was about up to his door, was the number 2.
Interesting. What? Not a great night, though, for the 88 of...
a lot of donuts on the side of that car.
Yeah, it's been a rough night for the 88. We're going to have
Am I
some
going to get
donuts
picked
after
on my
this.
Facebook for that?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm literally talking about the donut car. Are they going to come at me? Oh, look at the sunset here at Bowman Gray Stadium. What a sight to behold here under a
picturesque,
godly, beautiful sky here at Bowman Gray Stadium. What a night to bring your family here to the Madhouse. Here we go. The modern Chevrolet Pace vehicle pulls into the end zone here in 3 and 4. First to the loud pedal will be Amber Lynn. Zach Orr will be stalking her front bumper for the final few laps here. 9 laps on the board, coming around to halfway this time by.
Great restart by the 0-2, but the 55 is on that back bumper trying to make a move and get the 0-2 just a little bit sideways to get some sort of advantage. No accomplishment just yet. The 0-3 sits in the cat seat hoping to make a move, but right behind him, you've got that 7 of Dylan Ward biting at the bit. Had a great run last week, hoping to capitalize tonight. Double box now for the front of the field, and then a little bit further back around goes a car. We got the 8.
Oh.
Kyler Kepley.
The Bark Buddies number 8 spins around. That boy and his wife and his father were working so hard on that number 8 to get it dialed in morning practice this morning. Gracie wasn't feeling too good this morning, by the way. She was sitting inside the trailer, not feeling too well. It was hot out. But the dog is turned around in turn number 2. You see Clifton Plumbing on there, and also S&P Lemonade. He has his own flavor of lemonade.
I was learning last time I was here about the flavor that was named after you.
No, see, my brother likes to say it's named after me, and I said no.
You did not say that.
Yes, because
Justin told me.
No, because I don't want a flavor named after me because I don't want his sales to go down. Okay, so I said don't name it after me. Nobody wants to drink that. Nobody's like, oh, I want to drink Dillner's drink. No, I said name it after Flo, and he's like, well, what? How? And I'm like, well, I don't know, like a blood orange flavor. He's like, blood flow. There you go. Blood flow.
That's cute.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's a lot better than me.
It's very clever.
Facebook agrees, by the way.
They like the drink.
They love them some Dillner on Bowman Gray Facebook. It used to be called the Madhouse. Now it's the Stadium. And the Bowman Gray Racing fans page. I love going on there. I love the haters. It's fun. This is the best racetrack in America because the entire week they carry you through with drama. It's awesome. And there we go, the sportsman division points, and there's been a lot of drama surrounding this with all the DQs and everything the last few weeks. Chase Robertson's nearly invincible points lead has shrunk. And then the good guy, Mitch Gales, who we haven't talked about much tonight, sits 2 spots ahead of him right now, and he's 24 points back. In 7th is Mitch Gales. Green flag comes back out, Jacqueline.
Here we go. Green flag flies once again. Great job by Amber Lynn, being flawless in her restarts as the back of the field pounces forward. She's going to head into turns 3 and 4. Consistency is her middle name. She does it right again, hits all the marks. Another lap in, 13 in.
Looking at that battle right now as Orr's car rolls the bottom perfectly. Now we're also looking at a battle for the 5th position. Jim Schoaf is back there holding off. Chase Lewis is number 68 machine as well. Great battles. There is your second place points man. Right behind them, the black and yellow number 38, Gales, has a look to the inside of Chase Lewis. Can he fill the hole? He does so, heading into the north turn. Here comes the good guy, followed by the Tiger. Lewis is stuck to the outside.
Double box here, looking at that right side. You'll see that battle that Matt's referring to. Unfortunately, though, the 68 stuck on the outside anchor now as several cars go by him.
Points leader.
The points leader not wanting to... wants to get down, not able to. No one's going to let him in.
Well, the points leader, Chase Robertson, passing Chase Lewis, the 31, giving him another spot. But right now, he's got a buffer. The number 21 is between the 38 and 31. Those are your top points men in the division. The battle rages on for the lead, but back behind them in about 6th position, Mitch Gales right now has a bumper full of the number 21 of Tommy Neal. And Chase Robertson is wondering what's going to happen in front of them right now.
Lap after lap, though, the O2 has continued to lead this field tonight. She's going to come around and get that white flag. Let's see if she can hold on for one more time.
Amber Lynn, what's going to happen here? Things that go bump in the night at Bowman Gray Stadium. Will we see it in the north turn? A little north turn nudge to the backside of Amber Lynn. She hangs on. Amber Lynn wins again.
Wow.
Career win number 17 for this young lady who has returned to Bowman Gray Stadium. She had a cyst on the back of her brain that held her out of motorsports altogether. Now medically cleared, she was so happy. She's healthy, and she's back at Bowman Gray Stadium in a big way. The crowd is jubilant right now at Bowman Gray Stadium for one of the most polarizing figures in short track motorsports, and that is Amber Lynn, the O2.
Here we got a replay of that final lap in turns 1 and 2. The 55 gives a shot and tries to look to the inside as we head into turn 3 and 4. Another big shot from behind, but unable to capitalize going to the start-finish line. Amber Lynn taking home the win.
That's just great racing right there, because people talk about the physicality of Bowman Gray Stadium. That's it on great display there. That's about trying to get into somebody and kind of move them and nudge them up a groove and see if you can get the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Not boogering them, her out of the way, A 17th career win tying Mitch Gales. Wow. And Bobby Myers for 84th all-time on the wins list is this young race car driver. And, talked to her earlier today in the pit area, hung out with her and her pit crew, and she just looks great too. She's lost some weight. We were all teasing her because her fire suit is bigger now. But, Amber Lynn is just a true character and somebody that, whether you like her or don't like her, the fans feel one way or the other. Yeah. She is good for Bowman Gray Stadium.
I asked her earlier today about how she was feeling, and whenever she came back, she said, listen, nothing changes around here at Bowman Gray when you have a car that you can always rely on, and that O2 just need a little bit of luck. Let's head down now to Victory Lane and hear from our race winner, Amber Lynn.
12, 14, or 16, she drew number 8. Amber Lynn, race fans. Amber, let's head around here so the folks at Flow Racing can see you. Amber, Chris Carter said that maybe he was not your lucky charm from last week. Whatever, congratulations on win number 2 of the season.
Yeah, we crossed the line first last week, didn't get to keep it, and that's okay. But we're excited to be back in Victory Lane for the 3rd time this year. And I'm thankful for all my sponsors and fans that have stood behind me, especially after coming back like I had to. Walkabout Flooring, Peace Outfits, Patriots Choice Plumbing, the Huffman family, the DeBusk family, Miss Boogie Lynn, and low offices of John Barrow.
Well, you drew number 8. That's the best you could draw. What do you think about pulling off the double tonight, Amber?
I mean, we'll try. If we do it, great. If we don't, we've already had a great night.
Amber Lynn, ladies and gentlemen, she's going to make her way over to the Carolina Wood Floors winner's circle.
Beautiful win, beautiful night. Bowman Gray Stadium marches on. We'll have the modifieds up next.
Madhouse fans, are you ready for some modified racing? Here's your starting lineup for the first 25-lap event. For the Brad's Golf Car Modifieds, they qualified for their starting positions. Here's how they'll pull off. Starting 25th is Shotgun on the Field, driving the number 68 Parkway Wrecker Circus car, driven tonight by Austin Harris. Rolling off 24th, driving the number 3 tonight is Brandon Woods. Starting 23rd is the Sit to Safe Cleaner Ford out of Walnut Cove, the number 11 of Corey Levitt. Rolling off 22nd, the Brad's Golf Cars, Gordon Radiator Chevrolet out of Jonesville, the number 77 is Susan Harwell. Starting 21st, in the Gray Butcher Trucking, Yadkin Valley Aviation Chevrolet out of Louisville, the number 35 of Brandon Butner. Starting 20th, from Statesville, the car number 92 of Brody Jones. Rolling off 19th, he's in the Old Well Tavern Chevrolet from Winston-Salem, the number 39 of Gerald Robinson Jr. Starting 18th in the AAR Roofing, Ward Performance Chevrolet out of Winston-Salem, the number 12 of Dean Ward. Starting 17th in the MM Transport, Precision El Centro Chevrolet from Kernersville, the number 44 of Daniel Beeson. Rolling off 16th.
We are back live at Bowman Gray Stadium tonight for the Harrisons Twin 25s for the NASCAR Brad's Golf Cars Modified Division. Let's give you the starting lineup for this one. Modified race number 1. Starting on the pole in the Citrus Safe. Number 1, it's the ace from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, Burt Myers to the outside, the Q104.1. 104 machine from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's Brendan Ward.
Looking at row number 2 right now from Walnut Cove, North Carolina. It's the number 4 of Jason Myers. And to the outside, we all know him. He's got plenty of championships. It's that 83 of Tim Brown.
Starting in the 5th position, looking for his first career win, the garage doors of the Triad 07 for the real deal. Riley Neal to the outside, the man that battled him for the rookie supremacy last year. The Bryson Brothers Aerial Solutions, number 6 for 4th generation star Slate Myers.
Looking at row number 4 to the inside from Midway, North Carolina. It's the 64 of Ethan Trull. And to the outside, race winner from last week, it's the number 10 of Mike Spiney.
Starting in 9th tonight in the Williams Trucking, number 99 Surrey Chemicals machine from Mount Airy, North Carolina. They call him the showstopper. He's back, folks. Chris Fleming. And to the outside, the number 75 Brad's Golf Cars Modified. It's the great Lee Jeffries.
Row number 6 on the inside, the 14 of Trey Hutchins. And to the outside, in the double last week, it was another race winner, the 69 of John Holloman IV.
Starting in the 13th position, the Wagner Appliances, number 51. It's King, North Carolina driver Junior Snow, the Snowman. To the outside, the Flying Taco in the E-Metals 00. It's Danny Probst.
How about row number 8 right now on the inside from Pufftown, North Carolina? It's the number 5 of Randy Butner. And to the outside from Walnut Coves, North Carolina, it's the number 9 of Kyle Southern.
In the M&M Transport, number 44, the driver, starting 17th, it's Daniel Beeson. To the outside, it's the great Dean Ward in the number 12 machine.
Looking at row number 10 on the inside from Winston-Salem, it's the 39 of Gerald Robinson Jr. And to that outside, the 92 of Brody Jones.
Brandon Butner is next in the Muddy Creek Motorsports, number 35. To the outside, in the Market USA, number 77, it's the lovely Susan Harwell.
And in row number 12 from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, the number 11, Corey Levitt. And to the outside, it's the number 3 of Brandon Wood. And rounding out the field this evening, starting in that 25th position, we have the 68 of Austin Harris.
Let's go downstairs to Randy Pulliam.
25-lap event for the Brad's Golf Car Modifieds. And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, from Harrison's, for the most famous words in motorsports, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Bonnie Blackwell.
Drivers, start your engines!
How about it, race fans? Let's get racing. 25 laps for the most powerful cars under NASCAR sanction, the Brad's Golf Car Modifieds. Going at it tonight. In that front row, actually the first three starting positions.
The light show is on at Bowman Gray Stadium, and boy, oh boy, Thunderstruck is the song that plays, and that's because the ground is shaking for the 600 horsepower modifieds as they come to life here at historic Bowman Gray Stadium. We took a little peek at your point standings just a little before, and Brandon Ward is your points leader, and right now it looks like he has a stranglehold. But folks, if you're looking at those points at all, remember next week's finale, the season finale for the Bowman Gray Stadium season, is double points. So anything can happen. We have two big ones for you tonight, 25 laps each. The first start will be double file. Everything after that, single file. Burt Myers is your pole sitter.
Looking at the standings right there, the 04 of Brandon Ward at 670 points with Burt Myers right behind him, 52 points out with Tim Brown 62, Mike Speedy 92, and Chris Fleming 117. That's your top five in the standings. I want to talk a little bit about Brandon Ward. What a year he has had, and the consistency that has come out of that 04 camp. They have been solid. You go down there in the pits, they're cool as cucumbers.
Yes.
They are focused on trying to get this title in 2025. But man, they've got veterans right behind them.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that white car on your screen, the Q4.1 car, the country and western car, as we like to call it. They have been unstoppable all year, if not for two 15th place finishes. But those are the only chinks in the armor so far this year of this mighty warrior, and that came last week, and a finish that could have been 24th. But the hardworking crew, when they had issues with their radiator, put that car behind the field house. They got a new radiator put into that modified and got him back out to gain valuable spots and valuable points. The car in front of him, the black and white #1 car, the source of so much, well, controversy at Bowman Gray this year with him and Mike Speedy. But this is a perennial favorite going for his 12th championship. Tonight, Burt Myers in the Pinnacle #1 got his 5th pole of the 2025 season. He is qualified, I believe, no worse than 5th all season long. This has been one of the fastest machines here all year.
He certainly has. Burt Myers also a very respected, very focused individual. His family involved in this series as well. Obviously, Slate Myers, a part of the modified series, but they're going to line them up side by side. You'll see even the 83 right there of Tim Brown. Oh, the modifieds. They're so fun. They're rumbling. You can see them all around this stadium. One to go this time by as they head to the backstretch, Matt.
Drop dead sexy. That's these race cars. As we rise to our feet in the booth, the fans rise to their feet as well, because these are the drivers that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower. A false start for this one. They looked like they were going to do it there off of turn #4, but the two Goliaths of this division this year, sitting first and third in points right now, playing some cat and mouse games. Myers to the inside, to the outside. Brown, the fans waiting. Myers first to the loud pedal. The green flag is out for the modifieds. Look at Tim Brown caught on the outside there.
What a start there by Burt Myers as Brandon Ward's going to settle into that second position. But Tim Brown on the outside trying to get down just a little bit. But you'll see the #4 of Brandon Ward not going to let him just get it that easy. He's going to have to try a little bit harder as they power off at one lap into the books.
There is Jason Myers on the inside the black number 4 in third position or fourth, depending on how it was scored right there, hanging on for dear life on the outside and charging hard is the driver of the number 83, 103-time winner. He fouls in a Myers sandwich now between Jason Myers and Slayton Myers in the 5 spot.
I spoke to the 83 of Tim Brown earlier today, and I said, what's the game plan? He said, set on the pole and win this race. Track position is so important when you talk about these 25 lappers. He didn't get the pole, Matt, but he certainly is headed towards the front of this field tonight. Very focused, very aggressive mindset as he wants to get another win for 2025, but he's going to have to get around these guys who have been hot all season long. And you'll see him settling in there, but getting closer, hitting the back bumper of Brandon Ward, corner after corner. Now, here we go. We're going to look a little bit further back into the field, continuing that contact throughout the rest of these competitors.
The 07 of Riley Neal right now has his hands full right now with Mike Speeney to the back bumper as Riley Neal in another car, because last week his car was destroyed in the closing laps battle with John Holloman the 4th. He is not like the handling, the drive off the corner with this 07 all day long. Right now, he sits in the 5th, 6th spot right now. Speeney right behind him, and young Ethan Truel to the back side of the 10 car right behind them. The number 64 Big B Coffee Machine. A engine expired on that race car last week. His father putting their life savings basically into a new Tony's race engine for tonight.
You talk about Speeney a little bit, that number 10, and just all the controversy he's been a part of this year, but certainly had a great run last week. Now looking at the front of the field right there of Burt Myers, has built a little bit of a cushion between him and second place. Yeah, so Mike Speeney right here had a little bit of contact last week, said the only work that he had to do on his car was his fuel cell cage had crushed in from some contact, but they were able to repair that. But he said he really likes the car just to be clean and green. Roll it out, no big problems, right back into the trailer.
Oh, look at this, though. He knocks to the back door of Riley Neal halfway in this one. He gets the spot. Oh, a little return nudge for Riley Neal, but he doesn't have that drive off. We talked about that earlier today. Give the spot to Speeney. Another back iron shot from Riley Neal. Speeney hangs on. Lap traffic up ahead for Jason Myers. Myers trying to wrestle his car around the number 99. It says Chris Fleming. That is the Crab Smith car driven tonight, apparently by Chris Fleming, the Mount Airy driver. That is what we are told by officials here in the scoring tower.
Yeah, you'll see the 99 as the field works their way around him through a little bit of lap traffic. We're looking at the front of the field now, though, of Burt Myers continuing to lead.
Trey Hutchins in the 14 machine. Junior Snow in that 51. There's John Holloman, the 4th, last week's big winner in the second twin race, and he put on a show, ruffled some feathers here in the NASCAR modified division.
Oh, we got Riley Neal off of the track, but going to join back on. Caution flag's going to fly.
I think we got a little bit of dirt and grass on the track, so that brings out the yellow flag north turn. That's going to make some slick conditions. The track crew will go out there and clean that debris off the racetrack. They are going at it appears, is what we were told. I'm looking out here, and man, I'd like to see the I didn't see what happened. Let's look at the replay right here. There is Speeney. Oh, it's Speeney and Myers. Whoa, and there goes.
Oh, hang on. What do we got? Interesting.
The 6 just went down to get that spot, and Riley Neal with a heads-up piece of driving right there. Put it in the grass to avoid contact. That's a veteran move right there. It's almost sacrificial. Could end your night. But also with the damage that he had on that 07 car last week, he wants to save his race car. This kid works on his own stuff with his dad in their garage. They don't want to wreck that race car, is the Riley Neal, the driver of the 07.
Yeah, I want to highlight him for a minute because young driver, I would say is he the young? I'm looking at Justin Mency. Is he the youngest in this field? but he drives like such a veteran.
Yeah.
And has continued to have a legacy of his own here at Bowman Gray. It's settled in great here in the modified division.
Yep.
I love that car.
I love the Robbie
I just
Brewer
love
tribute,
that.
too. You see that on
with
the
the
roof?
green, yes.
68.
But you alluded to him working on his own car. Absolutely. Yeah. He's always been very hands-on, and I love getting to know him. He's one of those drivers, super easygoing. You can walk up to, he'll talk to you.
They got a really cool bulldog too in the garage. In their garage, in their trailer.
In their trailer, yeah.
I love to go just pet that dog. Can I pet that dog? I want to pet your dog. I forgot the dog's name now. It's going to kill me. I'm so upset. How did I forget his dog's name? I love that dog.
It's all right.
So cute. He's a little bulldog on a, type bulldog, like one of those.
Matt's been drinking the sun drop up here.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's not even 9 o'clock yet.
I'm only one down, Jacqueline. Look out. Where's your Sugar Smacks or Jelly Bears or whatever Bob said that you had the other week when you were here?
So I heard Sour Patch up here.
Sour Patch Kids.
I had a sugar rush going on.
It wasn't as sour as the Sour Candy Challenge we did on Flow Racing. It's Instagram. If you caught that last week, we gave some of the drivers the sourest candy in America.
Oh, no.
And saw their faces. So if you haven't seen that on Instagram, go ahead.
It's
check
like
it
is it like the jelly beans that you don't know if it's
no,
the bad
it's a
flavor
sour,
or the good flavor?
It's a purposely sour candy. It's called the
Okay.
Sour Candy Challenge. It's big on TikTok, which, of course, James Pike loves TikTok. He's a TikToker and a hip-hopper. Folks, 18 laps for the modifieds. 7 laps to go. First hit the loud pedal is Burt Myers in the number 1 single file all the way around the famed quarter mile. Brandon Ward in second. Brother Jason Myers in third. Tim Brown in fourth. Speeny now up to fifth with Slate Myers behind him.
Burt Myers continuing to show out, the veteran giving off his muscles as he continues to lead this field. A driver who says, I just want to get more wins. Continues to look ahead as we are now 6 laps left to go in this feature event. A little bit of gap between him and Brandon Ward in P2. And around he'll come this time by with 4 to go.
Burt Myers stretching that lead out now. Brandon Ward probably just satisfied with that second place run. They know that they need a string of just good finishes here to secure the championship, what would be his second ever championship in the Brad's Golf Cars Modified Division.
Yeah, talking to Brandon Ward a little bit today, who pits right alongside Mike Speeny in the pit area. And they were talking about their group chat and how often they are texting each other. And I asked him, I said, hey, Matt, I want to be on that group chat. I want to be a fly on the wall for all the things that are said between these teams. But certainly has been extremely positive throughout this year. Strong run for him. White flag is going to fly now.
Here comes Burt Myers around the north turn to make history yet again. Win 103 overall for the ace, Burt Myers, his 102nd career modified triumph. The ace does it again. 58th career pole today, 103rd career win. Ties Tim Brown again for that most wins all time. That's the big headline. They're going back and forth in the history books all year, and the fans are showing their respect to Myers all the way around the famed quarter mile as he goes to grab the stitched Bowman Gray Stadium checkered flag. There we go. You see it right there. This is the overall all-time wins list. Tim Brown with 103 modified wins. Burt Myers in second place in the modified category. All-time, though, they are tied on top of the list. History at every turn of the famed quarter mile.
I love looking at this because you think about 103 wins.
Jeez.
103 wins. The trophies.
Not
like
only,
the history.
Yep.
There's so much to 103 wins.
And there's not many tracks in the world. I'd say there's nary a track in the entire world that has 2 100-time winners still active.
Yes.
And in the American
Yes.
motorsports landscape, that is nowhere else but here at the Madhouse. We're going to draw a pill to see how many we invert in the Madhouse Scramble for the second feature event. We will wait to see what that is. Justin Mincy is looking like an eagle down there at the draw to see what it is. But let's go down to Randy Pulliam right now in Victory Lane.
Will determine where he starts in the second 25-lapper and how the field will be inverted. Keep your eyes on the scoreboard. That number will be revealed here shortly. Burt reaching into the bag. Eyes on the scoreboard. I think you're going to be happy if you're a Burt Myers fan because the number is 8. Burt Myers climbing out. Burt, your goal was set on the pole. Check. Win the first race. Check. You even drew and had a very fortunate draw. Number 8, the best you could draw. 5th win on the season. And oh, by the way, win number 102 in your modified career. Congratulations.
How about that? Last year we were fortunate enough to win 6 poles and 6 races. We had that streak, man, and we thought, man, we might pass it. We got on that dry spell, but here we are, man. Like I told you, we did not quit working on this car. The track has changed. We had to make adjustments that we didn't know if they would work, and they did.
I know you want to thank your sponsors. You couldn't do it without them.
Absolutely. Choice Tire and Automotive, Pinnacle Financial Partners, CitraSafe, Strict Daddy, Laughlin Concrete. Ideal, baby. We're back in Victory Lane for Ideal.
Burt Myers, your winner of the first Twin 25 for the Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds. The invert will be 8. We'll be back at Bowman Gray Stadium for the rest of the night. We've got another sportsman race, street stocks, more stadium stocks, and skid plates. Oh, boy. Hang on.
Ladies
Welcome back to historic Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, for this one, night 1,127.
Up next tonight, we are going to have the Sportsman Series feature race number 2. And we already saw it happen for race number 1. And now they're mixed up, and we are going to line them back up and give them another go.
Yeah, well, twin race number 2, 20-lapper on the pole for this one. The Jerry Hunt Supercenter's number 31. It's Chase Robertson, your points leader to the outside. The Harkey Litigation, number 21. Walker down driver, it's Tommy Neal.
Looking at row number 2 on the inside, it's that 38 of Mitch Gales, and to the outside, it's the 14 of Jim Schoaf.
Starting in the 5th position, the 7 of Dylan Ward. To the outside, the Pendry Home Solutions, 03 for the Rockstar, it's Sterling Plemons.
Looking at row number 4 right now, it's the drivers who finished in 1st and 2nd in the first feature event. On the inside, the 55 of Zach Orr, and on the outside, your race winner, the 02 of Amber Lynn.
Starting in the 9th position, the East Coast Wings and Grill, number 23, Robertson racing entry for Ryan Robertson. To the outside, the Kevin Says Yes.com, number 12, Donkey Strong, Justin Taylor.
Row number 6, the 68 of Chase Lewis, and on the outside, it's the 15 of T. Dawson.
Starting in the 13th position, the Big B Coffee, number 54 of Braden Mills, AJ Burness. Next, Kyler Kepley, Zach Taylor, Austin Jones, and Justin Cummins, apparently back in his number 97, starts in the rear of the field. I saw the lights out on the pace car, so we rushed through that, but apparently we are not even lined up double file, so I guess I don't know. I guess we don't have the lights going on the pace car. Maybe we have trouble with the lights. I don't know. We got to get Wheel and Engineering on it. You know, they're the king of all lights at all racetracks. But there is your points leader, Chase Robertson, who last week had a pair of deuces, second place finishes for that driver, leading the points over Mitch Gales, who finished pretty well in front of him in the last race.
Is a great place for Chase to be, especially in these quick 20 lappers. Track position, super important. So rolling off at the front of this field in that 31.
And there's Mitch Gales,
should be
2 spots behind him.
Great thing for him, exactly, yeah.
The Tiger, Tommy Neal, what will he have to say about this one, Jacqueline? You know, the 56-time winner, uber aggressive, is the Tiger, and he will start to the outside of young Chase Robertson. And there is the second place points man in the 3rd position. In 4th, Jim Schoaf with a good night so far. Schoaf, a veteran racer here, a cancer survivor, starting in that 4th position. Sportsman race number 2 is green. And it's yellow. Jumpy jump, says Randy Smith and the Bowman Gray Stadium officials, Jacqueline, and we will re-rack them, restack them, and do it again here at the Madhouse. Here we go. Attempt number 2. Will it be better? Nope. Tommy Neal is the first to the gas. The leader needs to lead the field to green and be the first to the gas pedal.
Oh, the mind games.
No hood on the front of the Mitch Gales number 38 Auto Supply of Thomasville car. He sits in the 3rd position. 2nd place in the point standings is the good guy, Mitch Gales, from Justin Mincy's town of Thomasville. Here we go. Attempt number, will the 3rd time be a charm for the Sportsman cars? Let's see as they roll through the north turn. Slow, and yes, it is. Side by side, down the front straightaway goes young Chase Robertson and the Tiger, putting the whip to it on the outside. Big battles behind it as they all stack up, and the leaders are side by side, dancing side by side into the north turn. What a battle we have here. The fans are on their feet for this one. Oh, Neal on the outside with Robbie Brewer's number 68 on the hood, but give the spot to Robertson.
Throw a blanket over them. They are not going to let it go. Tommy Neal, though, going to look to the inside. Shot from behind, up the track. The 31 chases it as 21 gets right underneath him. Man, contact early on in this race.
Wow, that was something else right there. A big shot to the back of the number 31 from Tommy Neal. Now a war wages on further back. Oh, the Auto Supply of Thomasville car is leading a pack of them there. Dylan Ward. Here comes the 55 of Zach Orr. Schoaf, we've got some trouble on the front straightaway as Chase Lewis's car, it looks like it got wrestled by a can opener on the back straightaway, and there's debris everywhere. The 68 car can't even tell it's a 68 anymore. But he is going to the pit area with sheet metal just torn off of that Robbie Brewer tribute scheme. I think there was some contact and a skirmish on the front stretch. I think Chris Taylor was also involved in the number 88 machine.
Wow, if you're Chase Robertson right now, you're sitting in that car not wanting to see that caution flag fly. Tommy Neal racing him so hard on that initial lap. Very curious to see how aggressive he gets now.
Let's look at this, because you're calling it right there, and Chase kind of came down into him, let's just be honest. And then the Tiger gets into the dirt right there, which rockets the front nose of that car up into the 31.
So I had this talk last time I was here, me and Bob. If a car is at your...
I know what you're going to ask. This is great.
Okay, technically, if you're a racer, right?
Are we at Bowman Gray, or are we at another racetrack?
How would he even know that the 21 is there?
You have a spotter.
He wasn't even at his left rear. He wasn't even at his left rear.
You have a spotter. Okay,
so
right.
I'm just supposed to let out.
You're
supposed to let out because you're close to my car.
Most racetracks, that rule applies. Bowman Gray is very different in the rules of engagement.
But you don't have the pass at putting a nose slightly under the other car.
At most racetracks.
Oh, so you think he should have let out and gave him the spot?
I didn't say that, Jacqueline. I'm saying at Bowman Gray Stadium, a lot of the rules of engagement don't seem to apply. If you talk to the spotters here and spend some time with them, they try to get you as the leader of that situation to kind of pinch the guy down so he has to back off. At most racetracks, you are absolutely right. If you don't have a wheel to a wheel or a wheel to a door, you don't have the spot.
I don't think a spotter is going to tell the leader to give him the spot because the guy behind you is looking to the inside.
He might say looking.
He's going to tell him looking. He's not going to tell them that he has it. So I don't know. I wouldn't say that the 21 had that.
Yeah, I don't think he had it either. I think Chase chopped it off his nose, but that's the leader's job there here at Bowman Gray to do so. But you live by the sword, right? And you die by the sword. If you chop, you might get dumped. Green flag is back out here, 4 laps into the second Sportsman 20-lapper here, Jacqueline Drake, and the battle is now on for the third position. Dylan Ward fills the bottom underneath the 38 of Mitch Gales. Mitch Gales now gets bombarded by the number 55 or gets the 4th spot.
Dylan Ward going to make his way up to the top 3 spot right now as we continue to look at this battle for first and second. There is Dylan Ward and Zach Orr in that 3rd and 4th position. The 55 trying to make his way up as well, and as they can close the gap between the top 2 cars right now. The 7 getting a little bit sideways that time by as Zach Orr hopes to take advantage. A little bit of handling issues on that 7 in turns 3 and 4 as well as they head to the front straightaway. You can see his hands all over this steering wheel.
Right behind that is a battle with the number 38. Mitch Gales has got an evil race car right now, and he is hanging on. He is your second place points man, and he is dropping back like a cinder block. Amber Lynn gets the spot. Now here comes Sterling Plemons by with the 0-3 for the 6th spot.
Amber Lynn now has made her way into the 5th position after starting in 8th. So great job by working her way through this field as we have 12 laps to go. Now looking at Sterling Plemons right there, the 0-3 as he's hoping to follow her. Certainly has the field just spaced out a little bit, halfway this time by.
Halfway for the Sportsman division. There is the 0-3, now back up to your leader. Chase Robertson is the lead car, your points leader. Right now, he is sitting multiple spots ahead of the second place man, so this would be a really net positive experience for the driver of the 31, who this morning, when they rolled their trailer in, they opened the back door of the trailer, and they noticed fluid leaking from underneath this race car. They never even unloaded it. They took the trailer back home. The rear seal was leaking. So they got that remedied, fixed. Mike Robertson took a nap. I actually woke him up. I felt bad calling him to see what was the matter. But the Robertson crew returned back with the Wally heads, unloaded this car, and it has been lights out here tonight.
They certainly got it figured out as the 31 continues to lead. A little bit further back, though, Dylan Ward closing the gap between third and now second of Tommy Neal. You'll see right there that green number 7 making his way up through in his tribute to Robbie Brewer. Yeah, Zach Orr, though, the 55, is not going to let him have it too easy, but don't look now. They're working around some lap traffic. Amber Lynn, though, right up on the back bumper of that 55.
Yeah, they got around Braden Mills' machine. Great to see Braden Mills returning to action here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Right now, the battle is on as we have 5 laps to go, and Dylan Ward has a back bumper full of Zach Orr. Or the Polsvaca red and black and white machine right there on your screen. The 55 is putting on an assault to the backside of the number 7. Dylan Ward has driven 12,352 race cars during this season. Tonight he is driving a number 7, and that green is in honor of Robbie Brewer.
Battling right there. This is for the 3rd position. Still a gap, though, looking up to the second of Tommy Neal, able to get away as they continue to hit back and forth on each other on that entire field. You'll see them really glued together, though. They're not going anywhere when they do that. But Chase Robertson at the front of this field, though, continuing to lead. White flag as this time around.
Young Chase Robertson takes the white flag. He heads into turn number 1 and 2, and now down the east straightaway he goes. Coming around the north turn. Happy birthday, Chase Robertson, and your present is career win number 17. The birthday boy does it here at Bowman Gray Stadium. They had troubles early on in morning practice, and they overcame it all, and tonight they get to celebrate in Carolina Wood Floors Victory Lane. The points leader pads that points lead. East Coast Wings and Grill on the nose of that car, Jerry Hunt Supercenter. This is a young race car driver, folks. Remember this name. Will we see him at Bowman Gray Stadium next year? There's been talk throughout this pit area. Where will Chase Robertson be racing? Will he take his talents elsewhere? You know, he raced in some limited late model starts, and, you know, he's also been on the lips of a lot of other car owners. There's been talk about maybe the Cars Tour. This is a very young, talented, generational talent here at Bowman Gray Stadium that's doing it the right way. Chase Robertson, 17th win of his career, division leading, 5th of the season, now tying Brendan Lee Brendel atop the Top Gun Award for all here at Bowman Gray Stadium across all divisions. There is Robertson pulling his 31 into victory lane, the Jerry Hunt Supercenter 31. They've had snafu after snafu last week, a crash in practice this week, a rear seal leak, and they have come out smelling like a rose. Your points leader is your winner. Let's go down to victory lane.
Happy birthday. Are y'all ready? Come on, let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chase. Y'all make some noise! Hey, so this morning, I looked over in your trailer, your car, your dad come over to me and he said, Chris, look down there. There was an oil spot like that. Y'all had to leave. You got it fixed, and you got to win. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, man, these last 2 months have been hell on my guys and me, man. We've been faced with so much adversity, but I got the best crew here, the best sponsors, the best parents. I got God standing behind me, and he's all I need. And, yeah, I just got to thank Bubba Gale, Pancram, Dylan Ward, just everybody who supports me, East Coast Wings and Grill, Sammy Sliders, Mike Herman Racing, Thurl Seal, Spray M Solutions, Ava Cupcakes, Jerry Hunt Supercenter, David Kinley Services, Wahlberg Grill, Thornburg Construction. I couldn't do it without all these guys. And this one's for Robbie. We miss him.
Great win for the birthday boy, Chase Robertson, bringing it home in the Sportsman division. We'll be back in just a bit with the modified feature event number 2.
In Winston-Salem, North Carolina, sits a NASCAR legend. Championship night at historic Bowman Gray Stadium.
This is what you dream of.
Zach Orr will become a champion of the Sportsman division.
Christian Joyce is your 2024 champion.
Title number 5, AJ Sanders has made history.
You can win here 150 times and it never gets old. There's something about this place.
Championship night is set, double points on the line, and championships will be decided. Here's the starting lineup for the second 25-lapper for the Brad's Golf Cars Modified Division. The comeback kid, the Big B Coffee 64. Ethan Truel, your rookie, going for his first win, is on the pole. To the outside, the young man looking for his first win, the garage doors of the Triad 07. It's the real deal, Riley Neal.
Rounding out our young guns in the field, it's the 6 of Slate Myers in row number 2. And to his outside, it's the 10 of Mike Speeney.
Starting in 5th, 103-time winner, tied atop the all-times wins list now. Tim Brown of the Jerry Hunt Supercenter machine, starting on the outside, the Advantage Machinery. Number 4 for the working man, Jason Myers.
Row number 4, these are the drivers who finished first and second in the first feature event. The 04 of Brandon Ward, and your race winner, it's number 1 of Burt Myers.
Starting in 9th, the Wahlberg Pizza Grill, number 75 for Lee Jeffries. To the outside, the Brown Trout Septic, number 51 for the Snowman, Junior Snow.
Row number 6 is going to feature the 14 of Trey Hutchins and the 69 of John Holloman IV.
Starting in 13th tonight in the Brindle Site Services 00, it's a Flying Taco, Danny Probst to the outside of P.B. Clark's Family Restaurant, number 9 for Kyle Southern.
Row number 8, the number 5 of Randy Butner and the number 44 of Daniel Beeson.
The number 92, the Fury Machine, starts in 17th, Brody Jones, and then the AAR Roofing, number 12 for Dean Ward.
And going to round us out in the last few rows, Gerald Robinson Jr., Crab Smith, Brandon Butner, Susan Harwell, Austin Harris, and Corey Levesque. Brandon
What will
Moore.
we see? Will we see a veteran winner? Or will it be the youth movement that is all up in the front of this field? Led by a rookie and a sophomore sensation, these are the drivers that live by the grace of God. In 600 horsepower, the ground banners, the modifieds are green. Twin race number 2 is underway.
Firing the throttle on that 64. Great job holding his own to the 07 of Riley Neal. All behind him, though. Attack from behind on that field, trying to make their way.
Give the lead to young rookie Ethan Truel. Right now to the back bumper comes Riley Neal. A little bit of a stack up between the young racers. Slate Myers in the 3rd position. Charging hard on the outside right now is Mike Speeney making a run for it. Riley Neal to the lead.
Riley Neal moving him out of the way, going to lead this field now into turns 1 and 2. Slate Meyer is all over the back bumper. Don't look now, though. Here comes the 83 of Tim Brown.
The youth gone wild at the front of the field in this one. But here comes the veteran, Tim Brown, in the 3rd position. Now Slate Myers to the back side of the 07 of Riley Neal. 2 drivers hungry for their first win. A big shot across the back I-beam. Slate Myers wants the number 1 spot, but Riley Neal has it.
Youth versus veteran right now, as Tim Brown is just going to sit there and watch them duke it out. But Slate Myers all over that 07 as they head to the line. Only 5 laps in the books of this feature event.
Phil Collins said you could feel it in the air tonight, and so do these fans. They know what they are witnessing right now. We witnessed history in the first race. Will we witness a different kind of history here? 5, now 6 laps on the board with the youngsters, 2 of them going for their first win.
Anything can happen here at Bowman Gray. Sideways, though, that 07 of Riley Neal. Slate Myers continues to push the battle, though. Behind him, Tim Brown, Brandon Ward, and Mike Speeney waiting for their moment to take advantage.
Well, Slate Myers, a 4th-generation driver from Walnut Cove, North Carolina. Not many people in the professional sports scene can say they're 4th generation, but right now, a generational talent as well. His father, a champion here, Riley Neal, hanging on for dear life. It looks like that 6 car has more drive into the corner and out of the corner. Right now, Riley is playing defense.
You see those white gloves of Riley Neal all over the steering wheel as he tries to manage the shots from behind, taking that advice, putting it into play right here. He backs the corner up just a little bit as Slate Myers tries to get him sideways. Hasn't happened just yet, though. We head in the corner. You'll see it again. Bump from the middle. Off the exit here, the 07 continues to lead.
Oh, Riley Neal might need a little aspirin after this one. 10 laps on the board, 15 to go. Another shot coming out of the north turn from Slate Myers. He dips down low, locks up the brakes. Underneath him now with a tire dipping onto the grass. Give the spot to Riley Neal down the east straightaway. Oh, the gloves are coming off with the youngsters.
Riley Neal really managing his braking positions, trying not to get hit while he's sideways, but Slate is hitting him over and over. Man, let's see if that number 7 can hold on.
You want to talk about hungry. Both of these drivers have been in different positions. Halfway in this one, 25 laps. We're now 13 laps on the board and more contact between the 2 youngsters. Riley Neal now dips that car to the bottom. He's going to protect it at all costs.
You'll see a little bit of a gap has happened there. Not sure if Slate has overused his braking just a little bit as he locks it up just 2 laps ago, though. Riley Neal, though, trying to hold on, trying to continue to lead this field with laps to go. Just a handful to go. Can he do it? Slate Myers, though, Matt, so hungry for that win as he continues to battle on the back bumper of that 07.
Who is going to be licking their chops more? Right now, it might be the veteran in third place, but more hitting, more contact, huge contact now between the two leaders. They are trading sheet metal. They're trading bumpers. Now a shot across the bow and a spin. Both youngsters are out of this one. Giant contact. The crowd is coming out of their seats. The Madhouse is exploding with passion. Two youngsters going for win number 1, and none of them will be the victor tonight.
Riley Neal goes around, but not without catching the number 6. You'll see the bumper. He also had a little bit, it looked like he grabbed the corner of his tire, so maybe potential damage that's not repairable on this number 6 as we see Slate Myers exiting. He's headed for the garage right now off of this racetrack. All I can think about right now, Matt, is what comes around goes around. I'm thinking about Justin Timberlake. I heard that song on my way here. He could have got around him, but was unable to do so as the 07 sits here and awaits. A wrecker's backing up. I'm not sure if it's for him or Lee Jeffries.
I think it's going to be possibly for both of them. Let's look at the battle here. This is early on, some contact with the 07 with Ethan Truel, the initial leader of the race, the young rookie. Now the two sophomores go by right there. You saw the 07 and the 6. Lots of contact ensued in that one. There it is. Myers all over the backside. You're seeing the replay here on Flow Racing, and some big giant shots to the backside of the garage doors of the Triad 07 right there. Slate Myers with a giant shot here getting into him. And you're watching the replay here of this amazing race, and then so much contact between these two young race car drivers. Some might call it egregious. Look at the sheet metal on the backside, and that one was the kill shot. That did them both in. Lessons learned.
Yeah.
Over-aggression leading to both of them
certainly
being out.
Yeah, I will say, and this is where these
grandstands are lighting up right now in a beautiful moment amongst the chaos of Bowman Gray Stadium. We see the fans lighting up their phones in honor of Robbie Brewer. Beautiful sight here is that we call them the Fireflies, but tonight the S&P Lemonade Cups are lighting up the stadium here in a beautiful display of pageantry in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And also, really, this is done for one thing. It's to honor a fallen racer, Robbie Brewer, who we lost last week during the Sportsman race here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And it's been touching tribute after touching tribute tonight, pushing his car around the stadium. And now the S&P Lemonade Cups that are lit up, and they're selling them, and all the proceeds going to Brewer's family. And absolute thing of beauty tonight. All the families in the grandstands are just really, really making this a special night here at the stadium. NASCAR's Joey Denowitz is up here as well, witnessing this spectacle with 15,000 fans surrounding this famed quarter mile and showing the beauty amongst the carnage and chaos that we just witnessed. There's the Lemonade Cup lighting up.
She's even got her nails painted green right there.
Let's take a quick break on Flow Racing. We'll be back with the exciting conclusion of this one.
Shopping your #1 source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling: check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire and Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs.
Choice Tire and Automotive of Kernersville, North Carolina, proud sponsors of Flow Racing in this broadcast. And Slate Myers got his tires for his truck up there. He might need to go up there and see if he could get some more things fixed on his race car after that one. Of course, Slate Myers and Riley Neal setting up this caution flag, battling for the lead. Very hard contact between those two drivers, and now both of them will not be going for their first win. Instead, the plot thickens, okay? You have the master, the Rocket, Tim Brown, at the front of this race. The first race saw Tim Brown with his 103rd, Burt Myers with his 103rd career win here, 102nd modified win. But guess what? Tim Brown now has a chance to say, this is my night. History. Will it be rewritten? Second place right now is your points leader, Brandon Ward. Third place is the Bulldog, the disruptor of Bowman Gray Stadium, Mike Spini.
Yeah, we talk about the veterans a little bit, and you look at the front of this field, and I want to back it up just a little bit because we had two rookies, two young drivers that they're teenagers, and when you're sitting up there and you know you are on the cusp of your first win in this division, the premier division at Bowman Gray Stadium, the historic place, it is so easy to run out of patience and for things to go wrong, and that's exactly what happened. So the veterans set back to see this all unwind, and it did the way that they were playing. I guarantee you Tim Brown had it in his mind that something would go down exactly as it did, Matt.
Yeah, he was in that catbird seat. You know, he was waiting for something to happen, and opportunity just happened right in front of him, and he just got handed the lead. But hey, he didn't force the issue with those kids. He knew watching them play bumper tag. That's a smart race car driver behind the wheel of that number 83, the Tobaccoville driver. Let's look at this contact again. Battling is the 07 of Riley Neal and the 6 of Slate Myers. Having a little bit of problem with the replay, but it's okay. We saw it just a little time before. But now let's reset you. 17 laps, 8 laps to go. Tim Brown, your leader. Second place will be Brandon Ward. Third place for Mike Spini. Fourth place for Burt Myers. Fifth place for Jason Myers. Sixth place for Junior Snow. Seventh place for the young rookie, Ethan Truel. Eighth place for John Holloman the fourth. Ninth place for Trey Hutchins. And 10th place, rounding out the top 10, will be the Tobacco Ridge car of Kyle Southern.
Yeah, here's this replay right here, backing it up just a little bit. To turn 3 and 4 down the front straightaway, you'll see the shot here again from Slade.
You make the call right here. I want to know your take on this right here in turn 3.
Yeah, going into turn, I mean, he used him as a brake, essentially. I felt like Slade just, he knew what he was going to do. He knew he was going to just take him out and try. I think the mistake he made, though, is he got hit by him, right? He was trying to get around. Unfortunate end.
That storybook ending with youngsters, no more. The end of that one. Now, new beginnings for some veterans. But will the disruptor, will the Bulldog, who's in third, have anything to say in the closing laps? Tim Brown, the Rocket, leads them down the straightaway into the south turn. The fluorescent day-glow orange, beautiful number 83, synonymous with championships and victories here at the Madhouse. A fan favorite. Now in second place is the points leader.
Yeah, they're playing a little bit of bumper tag from behind Mike Spini on the back bumper of Brandon Ward, but not getting overly aggressive. They are working well together. Caution flag is going to come out, though, for the 99 of Crab Smith.
Crab Smith in the 99 goes around in the crabgrass. Actually, I don't know if it is. It fescue? Is it crabgrass? I don't know. Maybe we could get some people to chime in that know grass very well.
The grass here.
I'm not a big grass guy. Yeah. Anyway, shout out tonight to the Bowman Gray Stadium Fantasy League that you're all watching, I hear. Some of you are here, actually, and watching and listening to your headphones to Flow Racing. Also, a big shout out, as we have a single file restart upcoming, to S&R Motor Company, Puddin' Swisher and the guys watching in the showroom of S&R Motor Company in Kernersville. Puddin' Swisher, one of the all-time greats here at Bowman Gray Stadium. But man, what a packed house we have here at Bowman Gray. Great crowd, and we'll have a great crowd next week for the season finale. Double points for that one. 20 laps down, single file restart, 5 laps to go. The Rocket is in the lead.
Strong restart by that 83. He is the veteran. He knows how to get it done here, but continuing to lead over the 04 of Brandon Ward in these closing laps. No pressure from behind right now.
Speedy getting dipped into the grass a little bit there in the 3 spot, coming to 3 laps to go. Will Speedy make a move for second place? His neighbor in the pit area is the 104 of Brandon Ward. Trey Hutchins rejoining the field from the grass. Doesn't bring any out onto the track with him. That's a good thing. The tires probably slick.
Continuing to lead here, but closing the gap just a little bit by Brandon Ward. No pressure, though. Mike Speedy, though, continuing to hit on that back bumper as the white flag will fly now for the 83.
Twin features, the first one made history. And now Tim Brown says, hold on, I've got the pen now, I've got the paper, and I'm the all-time greatest. Tim Brown, the Rocket, gets win 104 at the Madhouse.
Wow.
The Jerry Hunt Super Center, powered by Pulliam's number 83 Traffic Control Safety Services, Hayes Jewelers on board for the Tobaccoville, North Carolina driver, his crew chief, Ben Brown, Jeff Day, all the boys working on that 83. They went back to a conventional setup just weeks ago after struggling much of the season, and they have righted the ship, Jacqueline.
Grabbing that checkered flag. Man, isn't it cool to be able to see history made?
Every time you're here,
Yep.
you can witness it. You can be here at Bowman Gray Stadium. You can come here, sit in this great coliseum of speed, sometimes chaos, and witness the action that we just did, and then witness the history that we just did. Now, this is the all-time modified wins list. Tim Brown now padding that lead by 1 on the all-time wins list. The battle is on for the supremacy up top at Bowman Gray Stadium. 2 active drivers, 2 of the greatest to ever hold the steering wheel at the famed quarter mile. Folks, let's go down to victory lane. Tim Brown is your winner.
In the Traffic Control Safety Services hot rod, Tim Brown getting unbuckled. The winner of the second 25-lapper. Coming up next, 20 laps for the QRC HVAC and Refrigeration Street Stock Series. Tim getting unbuckled. Waiting for a cold bottle of water. I'm sure that'll taste good, feel good. Climbing out of the cockpit. Here he is, the Rocket, Tim Brown. Tim. Getting a kiss from wife Megan. Tim, 3rd win of the season, 104 in your career. Got to ask you, about halfway through that race, you're a racer, you're racing to win. Does instinct, you ever look at it and those young guns are up there battling it out? And you say, you know what, I'm just going to sit back here, let them do their thing, and their thing happened, and you were there in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, well, I could watch both of them just totally out of control, trying to run hard for their first win, and I didn't want to get up there and screw it up. If one of them had got by and drove away, then I'd have won. So, you know, they're young and talented, and their day will come. So, misfortunate for them, but winds up handing us a win here with this Jerry Hunt Super Center, Hayes Jewelers, Traffic Control Safety Systems, Safe Day, Duggins, Pulliams, Howard. Oh man, what it's just, we got people from Ware's Machine here tonight. I see Todd Hunt and some of his key employees working their tails off for to race this thing. And, man, just all these people down here in my race team, just everybody, Mobile One, Hawk brake pads, just so many people with Colors Edge, and Mark Joyce for all the shirts they do. And just we got Chad Weirs is in the house tonight with Weirs Machine. And glad we could put on a win for him and all the stuff he does for us. Just people for everything they do, and it's good to win.
Let's go to break here on Flow Racing. We'll be back with the Street Stalkers at the Madhouse. All right, we're back for the Street Stocks here at Bowman Gray Stadium, a great modified race. We still have plenty of action left for you on Flow Racing. I'm Matthew Dillner, joined by Jacqueline Drake. Let's give you the starting lineup for the Street Stock 20-lapper. On the front row, on the pole, is your points leader, the number 99 Priority Auto Sales Machine for the Country Pimp, Brian Sykes Jr. On the outside, the garage doors of the Triad, number 13, the K-Train, Kevin Gilbert.
Looking at row number 2 on the inside, it's a 72 of Bryant Robertson. And to that outside, P2 in the point standings. Right now, it's a 16 of Brad Lewis.
Daughter Emily Lewis in the Robbie Brewery, numbered 68, starts 5th. To the outside, the 35 EME Industrial Services car for Andy Avery.
Looking at row number 4 now from Trinity, North Carolina. It's a number 1 of Christian Joyce. And to that outside from Lexington, it's a 17 of Andy Southern.
Oh, he's back. The number 88, Brian Shoup, starts next in the Shoup Concrete Machine. The Motorsports on Main 10 for Craig Hartless starts 10th.
Row number 6 features the 19 of TJ Wally. And to that outside, the 30 of Zach Koger.
The number 00 Mule Skinner Trucking Machine starts in luckily 13. It's the Moose, Donnie Martin. To the outside, the Privacy Fence Solutions, number 8 for Kyler Staley.
Row number 8 with the number 9 of Brandon Brown on the inside, and it's the 28 of Brian Sykes Sr. on the outside.
Starting in 17th tonight, Zach Staley's favorite driver, the All About Realty 82, it's Halvey Justin Alverson. Starting to the outside, it's the Purple People Eater, the Chestnut Tax Services, number 80 for Nate Kirk.
Row number 10 features a father-son duo from Lexington, North Carolina. They're back. The number 2 of Willie Wall and the 22, the People's Champ, Brian Wall.
God, I love seeing the People's Champ back. The last row will be Wes Glasgow making his return, and he treated for my lunch. Thank you, Wes Glasgow. And to the outside, making his debut, it's Joshua Shields.
20 laps scheduled for this Street Stock feature event tonight. Are we ready? We've seen a lot of drama, Matt, through the other divisions. What will the QRC Refrigeration Street Stock Series bring?
Well, it's going to bring a wild points chase, okay? You've seen since week 2, I believe, Brian Sykes Jr. at the top. Look, 1 win, great average all season long, but disaster last week with a 13th place finish and a crash. Look at the guy in the middle, second place in points, Brad Lewis. This is over the last 7 races. Over the last 7, nobody has a better finish than 3.28 and 2 wins. That has vaulted him up from 5th to 4th to 3rd and now to 2nd in points as Kevin Gilbert, the wheels have come off for Gilbert there. We got a 20th place finish, a 15th, and a 7th. The K-Train's going backwards. Brad Lewis is coming for you, Brian Sykes Jr.
I love to look at graphics like this because it really shows how momentum and consistency matters when it comes to the Madhouse and when it comes to motorsports. You can see Brad Lewis, how he's continued to have great finishes, the highlighting of the wins, but then looking at Brian Sykes Jr., great start to the front of this season, but that 13th place finish from even last week does hurt when it comes down to the points.
You see the tribute schemes right there. Brad Lewis, the 16, usually an orange car. Green for Robbie Brewer right behind the 68 of Emily Lewis, his daughter, with the number 68 in honor of their fallen friend. The green flag is out. Brian Sykes Jr., the points leader. 3rd place man in points. The K-Train to the outside. The Street Stalkers are underway. Side by side, further back in the field, Brad Lewis now moves to the 4th spot. Bryant Robertson looking to the bottom of the K-Train. He has the spot coming down the front straightaway.
Looking a little bit further back in the field right now, you'll see some side-by-side contact. And as they battle to try to work their way up, cars going haywire, mixing and matching, but the K-Train continuing to fall back.
Robertson got all sorts of squirgly there coming out of the turn, and Brad Lewis had to check up, and that was almost disaster for them. Brad Lewis now up to the 3 spot in this one. All dodging the lap car on the inside of Shields that's going about -2 miles per hour. Some trouble for that machine on the bottom. He had trouble getting the pace in that number 26 as well during morning practice. Now looking back further in the field, Andy Southern is marching his way up, but everybody's eyes are on that Robbie Brewer tribute scheme in 3rd position right now. Brad Lewis, we highlighted him that he's on the move in the point standings, and he's up to 3rd. Yellow flag is out.
The 26, who we were highlighting, that was going very slow through the field of Joshua Shields, has now exited the track.
Joshua Shields making his debut. He bought that car off of Zach Staley. He's racing in bib overalls underneath his fire suit tonight. Possibly, maybe too hot to handle. He pulls into the pit area.
I'm sorry.
You have this great confused look on your face.
Why did he choose that?
He just likes bib overalls.
Why would
you like jumpsuits.
Why would anybody choose that?
I mean, different strokes for different folks.
It's 95 degrees
Different strokes
tonight.
for different folks. I mean, I like those funny hats sometimes. I wear the baseball hat now to protect my big nose from the sun.
Very uncomfortable, not only unsafe.
Yes. Well, maybe. I mean, it's an undergarment.
Certainly not a fireproof undergarment.
No, I mean, but hey, you got the buttons. The snaps. Anyway, here you go. Here's the standings. Let's get away from that talk. Bibber overalls or not.
Yeah, we were talking
the country pimp is on top.
Talked about the points and how important it was. So looking at the top 5 standings right here for the street stock divisions.
And Sykes is your leader right now. But yeah, like Pac-Man, chomping at that points lead. Week after week is Brad Lewis. My gosh. And now he's 3rd as we are about to go. Green flag racing. The modern Chevrolet pace car pulls into the inside of the end zone. And Sykes first to the loud pedal. Bryant Robertson, the big man, in 2nd position. The Turn and Burn Hobbies, number 72. Brad Lewis in the Robbie Brewer tribute scheme is in 3rd. 4th place for the K-Train. 5th place for last week's winner, Christian Joyce.
Great fire off by Brian Sykes Jr. as he continues to lead this field, hitting his marks. Car looks very stable for him. Top 5 in points are all top 5 currently on the track right now as they sit, but maybe not for long though, with a 72 of Bryant Robertson right behind the 99, closing that gap for the lead.
There is Sykes Jr., the black and yellow and kind of greenish 99 holding off Robertson on the track. There is the 1 and the 13 in a ferocious battle as well. K-Train third in points now, holding off last week's winner, Christian Joyce, in the number 4 and 5 spot. The battle rages on the left side of your screen. A little bit of bumper tag there between the race leaders gives Sykes Jr. a little bit of breathing room up top. Oh, look at the lap traffic in front of him now. Nate Kirk pulls to the bottom. Yellow flag is out.
Woo, a little bit of a close call there. Nate trying to exit the track here is going to need a bit of an assist. As the track crew is going to come up behind him. You'll see that car right there. They'll push him off of the track now.
You know, there's a lot of Robbie Brewer tribute schemes. We see our third place points man. We talked about it, having that tribute scheme of Robbie Brewer. There's so many of them out there. And this one right here gets me. This gets me. It's so awesome to see the People's Champ back. Brian Wall, one of the true characters here at Bowman Gray. But you see the door on that, the 68? That's Robbie Brewer's doors from his race car that have hung in the shed, hung in the barn. And Brian Wall said, I'm going to come back and race for my friend. He took the doors off the barn, bolted them on his race car, and the only reason he's out here right now is to do laps and be in this race in tribute of his friend. Here we go. Going back to green, 10 laps, halfway down in the street stock 20. Look out for the battle for third right now. Lewis pacing that car to the backside of Robertson. Sykes loves to see this in his mirror as they play a little bumper tag through the north turn. Right now, Lewis ducks down to the inside of Robertson. Will he give him the spot? He gives him the real estate. Here comes the daddy. Brad Lewis on the bottom. Papa is making some hay here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Give him the 2 spot. Here comes the K-Train. Will he fill the hole under Robertson?
Just a little past halfway. This time is a 16 now, trying to make his power towards the 99 to get the lead of this field of 72. Now going to get hit from behind, though. Man, the K-Train now making his way up.
First for Sykes Jr. Now will Brad Lewis, that's daddy, Brad Lewis try to reel him in. Can he reel him in is the question with 6 laps to go.
Plenty of time to get it done. The 99 losing its lead in the gap just a little bit as the 16 continues to close it up. Lap traffic up ahead as well that they will have to work around, so could be a factor as we have 8 laps to go this time by.
Of note, 6th place Andy Southern returning to racing, moves up. Also TJ Whaley having his best run of the season in the 7th position. The leaders now working on lap traffic. Nate Kirk lets him by. The leaders now, Brad Lewis to the backside of the number 99. He's made the room. Now he pokes his nose underneath the points leader. The battle is on the front as we come to 3 laps to go.
Brad Lewis certainly looks strong and sees if he can get to the back of that 99 to make some hay and get around and become the new race leader. Turn 3 and 4 this time. Closes the gap. A little bit of contact on exit. Now to the front straightaway. Turns 1 and 2. Will he do it? Barely. Just a little contact there on the back of the 99s. They head into the back straightaway.
What clean racing we're seeing here at Bowman Gray Stadium from these competitors. One is a youngster, one is a veteran, and right now they are battling here, and contact is made between 1 and 2 in points. Around goes your points leader. Sykes Jr. is spun in the south turn. Brad Lewis is your new leader.
Wow, caution flag is going to fly. No checkered is coming out this time by. So the 16 is your current race leader. Does have some damage on the right front of that 16 car. You'll see Brian Sykes Jr. is going back around. Flow Racing replay now.
Oh, wow. The 99 tries to close the door there pretty late. That's just what we were talking about before. You got barely a wheel in there, but he came down on him trying to protect that spot. You know, I always say the bottom is Baltic. You know, it's valuable real estate here at Bowman Gray Stadium. I don't know if Baltic is the most expensive Monopoly card, by the way. I just made that up. But, you know, the bottom is everything here at Bowman Gray. Boardwalk.
It's the boardwalk.
It's the boardwalk. So the bottom is Boardwalk. And the 99 of Brian Sykes Jr. trying to protect that. And you see the battle scars on the 16. Oh, boy.
They're holding the 99 right here as they'll bring the field around, probably, I guess, to put him in the back. They're going to have the, yeah, just to hold him in the back. They're going to have the green-white flag together. What a heartbreaker, though, for the 99. I'm curious to know what that's going to do to the points.
Yes,
with him finishing this far back.
I mean, right now, I'm going to try to count here.
They have one lap to go, so certainly, you know, he'll probably get a few cars, but won't be a great finish by that 99.
Currently, unofficially in 17th place. So from 1st to 17th, unofficially, 1st to 17th, that, if he finishes there, is a major swing, a giant swing. We're talking one more quarter-mile lap to go. He doesn't have much time to get more spots, does Brian Sykes Jr. in that black and yellow number 99. That's potentially a 32-point swing in the points. This is everything. The flagman, Randy Smith, points 1 to go. Nope, we're not going green this time. It appears Brian Sykes Sr. has slowed on the track, giving another spot to Brian Sykes Jr. He has slowed on the track. Interesting, as Sykes Jr. now moves up to potentially the 16th spot. The lights are still out on the pace car, or still on the pace car.
Flagman's going to show 1 to go this time by.
We've got destruction back
We've
here
got
in the booth.
chaos in the booth.
Matthew's dropping bombs and coolers and throwing waters and confetti back here. But anyway, that's our cameraman, Matthew. Folks, this is it. A packed house of about 15,000 people have risen to their feet here at the Madhouse because we will have a green and white together. 1 quarter-mile trip to decide who will be the winner. Brad Lewis leads them into turn 1 and turn number 2. Now down the back straightaway. Last week, he got into the car with tears in his eyes. Tonight, an emotional win and a win for his friend above, Robbie Brewer. Brad Lewis wins for you. This, Jacqueline, may be as emotional as that silent lap of the car being pushed around. Robbie Brewer's great friend takes a win in dramatic fashion. Brian Wall is doing donuts with Robbie Brewer's door panels on his car in the infield. Tonight is all about racing for a lot of people in the grandstands, and it's much more meaning for a lot of people in our community. And this is a perfect example of it. The Sea of Green salutes the new green livery in honor of Robbie Brewer. Brad Lewis paying homage to his friend in a very slow and deliberate victory lap. Brad Lewis grabs his 9th career win, ties him with Spencer Martin for 25th on the street stock wins list. And Brad Lewis celebrating. Look at that burnout. What a moment, huh, Jacqueline?
Yeah, absolutely. And on the back straightaway, the fans all celebrating alongside him, cheering with their green shirts on and applauding the 16 as he pays his tribute to Robbie Brewer.
Talked to Brad this week on the phone. He was emotional. He was emotional today in the pit area. But he showed incredible maturity by doing interviews with all the media that asked, because he just wanted to simply pay tribute to Robbie Brewer. Brendel's kid. Brendan Lee Brendel's kid. You know, a big family here. You know, Brendan Lee Brendel, the Lewises, the Robins, the Brewers. This is the definition of Bowman Gray family. Folks, if you've ever been to Victory Lane at the Madhouse, it's special. This one here tonight may be one of the most special you see. A Cinderella moment, not by a driver who hasn't won, but by a driver that was racing for more than a checkered flag and more than the points battle tonight. Let's go down to Randy Pulliam.
Climbing out. Let him hear it. Brad Lewis. We're going to have Brad Lewis come over here. We're having to go old school with the mics tonight. Wireless giving us some trouble. Brad, congratulations. 3rd win of the season, 9th of your career, and that beautifully wrapped Robbie Brewer colors. Congratulations.
There's going to be some controversy with this one, but they can have that championship. I don't even have to come back next week. This one's for Robbie. I don't even care. I thought I was there on Brian Jr. I'll watch the video. I love that kid. I'd like to see him win it. I'll sit out next week and let him. I won't even be competition. I promise you. This is for Robbie. This is why I did it. I want to thank my sponsors, Right Choice Plumbing, Radical Fire Protection, TWI Motors, Unlimited Services, Carolina Heritage Vineyard Winard, LNS Planning Coordination, Tri-County Real Estate, Austin Inman with Washington Park Barbers, Louis Custom Shower and Door. He wrapped this thing. Boy can do shower doors and wrap cars. Y'all give him a round of applause. I love his family.
Congratulations, Brad. Congratulations on win number 3.
Thank you. Thank you for Robbie. For Robbie.
Head on over to the Carolina Wood Circle to pick up the winner's trophy.
Unbelievable moment, touching interview, Radical Fire Protection, doing so much for the Brewers, and tonight, the most feel-good win that possibly I might have ever seen at Bowman Gray Stadium in my tenure of coming here. And all the cups tonight, Seth of S&P Lemonade selling these cups. I just got a text from him saying they might have sold almost 1,000 cups. And I believe those light-up cups are $3 a piece. So unbelievable what they're doing here and what this whole community is doing in the memory of Robbie Brewer. More racing up next on Flow Racing.
Had a great second-place finish last Saturday night, the number 27 of Austin Cage. Starting 10th, the car number 81 of Show Me the Money, Chuck Wall. Starting 9th with car number 2 is Carson Reed. Brad Michalowski in car number 16 will start 8th. Starting 7th, he picked up his very first career win a few weeks ago, the car number 44 of Blaze Sanders. Starting 6th, the car number 22 of Adam Peanut Baker. Rolling off 5th, the car number 18 driven by Billy Andrews. Starting 4th, he's in a tight points battle, trying to catch the leader, Brandon Brindle. Starting 4th, the car number 47 of Tyler McDonald. Rolling off 3rd, he is your points leader. Coming into the evening, sporting the Robbie Brewer-inspired number 68 tonight, is Brandon Brindle. Rolling off 2nd, picked up his very first career win last Saturday night, the car number 51 from Tobaccoville, is Andrew Gates. And starting on the point, coming in the evening 2nd in the point standings, the cover 80 of Luke Smith. That's your starting lineup for the 2nd 15-mile event for the Q104.1 Stadium Stock Series.
Here we go. The Stadium Stock A race is up next, and this is no undercard. This is a heavyweight title slugfest that we've been waiting for all night long between two drivers that are starting towards the front of this field. Luke Smith is chasing down Brandon Lee Brendel for the points lead. Brendel with an average finish at 2.46, 5 wins on the season. That's the tail of the tape. Look at their finishes throughout the season. The two marked in red were the 2 times they actually ran in separate races, okay? But head-to-head, Brendel has beat him 9 of 14 times. Luke Smith with the momentum recently, though, with a big win last week as he chomps away at Brendel's points lead. These are 2 fiery competitors, both of them pretty quiet. There's no love lost between the 2 of them as well. They've gotten into each other at times, not too egregious, but they are definitely rivals and 2 drivers on top. Let's give you the starting lineup. Jacqueline Drake for this one. 15 laps for the Q104.1 Stadium Stocks. On the pole is the number 80 Triad Florentine car we just discussed. Luke Smith, second place in points. Now to the outside, a winner at Bowman Gray after last week, the Disco Turkeys, number 51. It's Andrew Cates.
We just talked about him, Brandon Brendel on the inside, running the 68 tonight in honor of Robbie Brewer, although normally he runs the 43, and to that outside, it's the 47 of Tyler McDonald.
The third row will see the racing roofer in the Trivette Roofing, number 18, Billy Andrews to the outside. It's Peanut Baker in the kimono Japanese restaurant car.
In row number 4, we have the 44 of Blaze Sanders, and on that outside, it's the 60 of Brad McLowski.
Starting in 9th in the Napa, number 2, the Open Wheel Mafia loves this driver. The number 2 of Carson Reed to the outside. The great driver in the Little Donuts, number 81, it's Chuck Wall.
Looking at row number 6, it's the 27 of Austin Cates, and on the outside, the 24 of AJ Sanders. Rounding us out this evening, in the 13th position is the 86 of Dakota Malore. And that's going to do us in. The Stadium Stock A race. We already had the B race earlier today. Now we have the A race. Line them up, Matt. Stack them up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dakota has done a great job this year. He's now in the A group, young rookie competitor. His raging rookie battle driver starts in the 6th position. Peanut Baker on your screen, the black 22. The Buzz Bombers have awakened. Green flag is out. Luke Smith to an early lead in 1, and here comes Brandon Brendel, the top 2 in points. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Oh, Andrew Cates is all squirgly down the backstretch. He saves it going into the north turn. He goes from the front row all the way back to 7th.
Luke Smith is going to continue to lead this field right here, but if it's not for Brandon Brendel right behind him, 1, 2, stacking up further in the back of this field. We got cars going haywire and in the wall.
The 51 hit the wall hard, pancaking it there of Andrew Cates, last week's winner, now up in the A group for the first time this year after the split fields. But now things just start to settle down as we look at the split screen. And on the left side, here comes the march of the white cars. It's Brandon Lee Brendel stalking the back bumper of young Luke Smith. Smith trying to become a champion here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Behind him is a guy that knows how to do that. Brandon Lee Brendel, the number 43, is now renumbered 68, and he wants this win for Robbie Brewer.
The battle of the points. Those 2 cars right here checking out from the rest of the field. Behind them is the 47 of Tyler McDonald, followed by the 18 of Billy Andrews. But looking right here at the front of this field, you're going to see that 68 continuing to work on the back bumper of the 80, wanting to get around, wanting to take this lead and take control of this race. 10 laps to go, 5 in the books.
Looking at those 2 leaders right now, further back in the field, we're looking at a battle. The 22 of Peanut Baker, the 60 of Brad Michalowski, and right behind him is AJ Sanders. AJ Sanders and Michalowski got into it just 2 weeks ago. This could get interesting right here. Here comes Michalowski to the bottom of Peanut Baker, down the east straightaway into the north turn. Following suit Behind them is the number 24. Those two, no love lost between them. The Grandmaster of the Stadium Stocks is painting the back bumper of Brad Michalowski. Those cars are hooked up.
That is the battle right here for 4th and 5th. The 60 and the 24 trying to pull away, just them two halfway. The flag man is going to show for the 80 of Luke Smith.
Great battle here. Michalowski, great drive off, but he pushes high. Here comes A.J. Sanders, and yellow flag is out. Oh, the racing roofer might have just gone boom. Smoke billowing from the number 18 on the back straightaway. Dakota Meller is spun as well. And the number 86, maybe contact. That might be the smoke. Maybe it's not a blown engine. I digress. But a lot of smoke coming from the Andrews number 18 machine. Bully's Bar and Grill, a good place for wings, by the way. I like having like 10 of them. Justin Mincy up here when we went one time, I think had like 46 wings. I don't know. They're trying to match Colton's car number there in the stadium stocks, but thank God he didn't go for Dakota Meller. Here's 86. But racing rookie right there, moving up to the A class, and the M&B Productions car has really shown his stuff. And there is the racing roofer. Every week I watch him, his Instagram. It's stories of him up on roofs working. My dad was a guy that repaired roofs too, so I kind of respect that. And he is pushed behind the field house.
That's some hard work.
Oh, roofing?
Oh,
especially
yeah.
in the summer? My Lord.
Yeah.
We used to do roofing repair, gutter cleaning, screening, gutter repair. And, my dad had a work ethic unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. So there's the, we're putting down some kitty litter. A little speedy dry going down here by the track crew. Jimmy Brown just wheeling the heck out of that thing. Did you see that, man? He had the lean going on in the Gator. There's Brendan Lee Brendel's Infinity Insurance Group, number 68 this week, in honor of Robbie Brewer. Lots of great tributes this week. Of course, losing Robbie Brewer, sportsman, 11-time winner and champion of the sportsman division. And, a guy that liked to hang it out, especially you come here during practice. And Robbie Brewer would break in, scuff in his tires. And it's very well known that if you want to have a good time, you watch Robbie Brewer, scuff in some tires, because he'd have the right rear smoking and basically drifting that thing all the way around the track. So really cool to see a lot of tributes and a lot of videos coming out this weekend. Some ones from Jeff Amernick and the crew, and everybody coming up with some really cool old videos. And Justin Mincy unearthing some really cool stats about Robbie's career. His time in modifieds, 602 modifieds. There was a period of time in 602 modifieds that Robbie Brewer, I think it was 21-22, in a 2-year period, won like 50 to 60% of the races he entered. So this is no slouch. He could get it done no matter what car he was in. And tonight, everybody paying tribute to Robbie Brewer on both sides of the fence.
He was always such a kind individual, always smiling, always happy to be at the track. Mr. Personality, would always find a friend in anyone. This time by, the field is going to get 1 to go. Looks like they've cleaned everything up and they're ready to go. We have 10 laps in the books so far, 5 laps left to go.
Five laps to go. Folks, remember, we got the skid plate race after this. Well, let's see if anybody will be skidding around each other in this with the 5 lap to go green flag. Luke Smith, the driver, in first in that number 80 machine, followed by Brendel. Tyler McDonald in third. 4th place for Michalowski, getting a back bumper full of A.J. Sanders, who's in 5th.
Yeah, the 60 of Milowski got so sideways there, but was able to recover it. Don't look now, though. The 68, Brandon Brindle, closing that gap. Luke Smith gets sideways, coming off of turn 4 right now. Side by side they are, points leading And around he goes. Brandon Brendel, the 80, almost losing the car completely and going to drop anchor and lose 2 spots.
Wow, Luke Smith, all sorts of sideways. Hopefully he doesn't have a tire going down on that number 80 machine. And now Michalowski pokes to the inside of a very sideways Luke Smith. It looked like he could be the winner. It looked like he could have gotten some advantage for the points battle. And now he is sliding back to the rear of this field. White flag is out. Brendel, your leader. Tyler McDonald behind down the east straightaway. Here they come. Off of turn number 4, another touching tribute, another touching win. This one belongs to Brewer and Brendel. Brendan Brendel wins it in honor of his fallen friend. The 68 on top all day, all night here at Bowman Gray Stadium, on the records and in everybody's hearts. The crowd saluting Brandon Brendel, his 36th career victory at Bowman Gray Stadium. Now 4th place in the stadium stock wins list. Wow. Unbelievable. The 2021 champion trying to become a 2-time champion. With the misfortune of Luke Smith, he pads his points lead at Bowman Gray Stadium. Look at the donuts. That is a happy driver. It's not about him tonight. It's about Robbie Brewer. Robbie's fiance, Angel, is here in attendance tonight. Talked to her some this week, too. Robbie's funeral was Thursday. And look at this. Look at this. The crew, the friends, the family running to victory lane. Another beautiful moment at Bowman Gray Stadium. Let's go down trackside to Randy Pulliam for victory lane.
Sporting the number 68 tonight in honor of Robbie Brewer. We'll have a moment to talk to Brandon in just a moment. Race fans, Brandon Brendel picks up the win. Brandon, very emotional, I know. 6th win on the season, carrying the number 68 from our good buddy Robbie Brewer. Emotional night, but congratulations.
Thank you. That was for Robbie. I mean, you seen today, everybody loved that man, and they loved him for a reason. Without him, I would have never even seen a race car, been around it, and he's missed.
Brandon, in addition to that, honoring Robbie, you couldn't do this without your sponsors.
No, I want to thank Todd Barnhart, because when I reached out about changing the number, he said he actually had a dream about that and was going to mention it to me. But Infinity Insurance Group, Germantown, Brian Noble, G Engineering, Chandler Home Improvement, Drainage Solutions. I got it. I'm forgetting somebody I know. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's all right, Brandon. Very emotional night. Congratulations in honor of Robbie Brewer. Go over there and pick up your winner's trophy at the Carolina Wood Floors Winner's Circle. Carolina Wood Floors. Open your doors to beautiful floors at Carolina Wood Floors.
Well, it's time now to close out our evening
Brandon Lee Brendel, the big winner. But the big winner tonight, watching down from heaven, Robbie Brewer. Let's take a quick break. Flow Racing will be back with skid plate excitement.
Their cell phone, we have it. It has been turned in. Come and see us up here in the tower. Thank you, Chris. 6 laps of skid racing. To close out the night, if you've never seen a skid race, this is the way it works. They're front-wheel drive cars. They take the back tires off. They weld steel plates to the rear wheels. And it's like skiing on ice. Sparks will fly. They'll go sliding around. A lot of fun for 6 laps. Here's how they'll roll off. 7 cars in the starting lineup. Starting 7th at car number 70 is Corey Wyatt. Starting 6th at car number 12, no stranger to these skid races, is Adam Moore. Brad Holt in car number 88 will start 5th. Brandon Brown will start 4th into car number 2. Running off 3rd into car number 31 is Dakota Lewis. Starting 2nd to car number 24 is Colton Beeman. And on the pole into car number 9 is Gabe Ponce. That's your starting lineup for this 6-lap skid race. After we get victory lane cleared away, we'll get a cue from Jimmy Brown, and you'll count down with us. Race fans, I want to remind you that following tonight's race, please, if you're going down to the pits, we ask that you use the walkway behind the press box over here on the west side to enter the pit area. You will not be allowed to come down on the track and enter the pits from the track. Thank you for your cooperation. Once again, if you're going to the pits tonight, you'll need to enter via the walkway behind the press box here on the west side of the stadium.
We're back. Skid plate racing to close out the night at Bowman Gray Stadium. Oh, this is a fun one. The starting lineup for this one, we've got Gabe Ponce, Colton Beeman, Dakota Lewis, that hat around here, Brandon Brown. Oh, Brandon Brown. How about Brandon Brown? Street stock racer. Racing in this one, Brett Holt. Adam Moore, the king of this division. Skid plates, Corey Wyatt in the 70. Those are the cars to watch, in my opinion. The 70 in the rear, and Adam Moore's black and gold number 12. Here we go. Green flag in 5, 4, 3, 2. Houston. Winston-Salem, we have liftoff. Here we go. Skid plate racing. Folks, if you don't know what the heck you're watching, let me explain it to you. Front-wheel drive cars, they take the rear wheels off. They put on a rim that has a plate welded onto it. So, yeah, needless to say, the front-wheel drive drives the car, and the rear end just wants to spin around. Mm-hmm. I want to drive one of these bad.
Looks like right here, Adam Moore.
The king?
This is not his first go-round by any means.
No.
He's slipping and sliding like he's on a slope right now, and he knows where he's headed. Big lead by the 12.
6-lap race tonight for the skid
gold.
plate race. Adam Moore. Folks, stay tuned, by the way. Not only will this be an exciting finish, because, oh, there goes the 70 around. I almost missed that. Corey Wyatt has spun. Adam Moore now has a healthy lead, but you never know. But, folks, stick around if you're a racing fan. We have some potential breaking news coming after this skid plate race. That's your tease. You're going to want to hear it.
Geez.
There's a lot going on behind the field house right now and in technical inspection.
Major issues over in turn 3 and 4 with the 88, kind of coming off the track, Brad Holt. Oh, yeah, right here. You'll see they kind of get stuck. If they get off the track, you're not getting out. There's the 9 right there of Gabe Ponce. We're going to get the halfway.
I think he's stalled in the water, though. Well, not water, it's grass. Oh, we got guys spinning everywhere. It's like dreidels on the East Straightaway. What the heck is going on? Adam Moore's going to have to deal with this. They got cars everywhere.
He's trying to get around them.
Yeah, what, you never heard a dreidel reference at a race? Yeah, you remember the song?
Yeah.
Dreidel, 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 I will play. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Were you not happy with my reaction?
I was like,
sorry.
I was like, I'm kind of weird.
I'm mesmerized.
Are you mesmerized
I'm
by
just
the sparks?
mesmerized, yeah. Got
It is kinda
fireworks
cool, isn't
coming
it?
off the back, yeah. I'm obsessed with these gold wheels.
Plus, if
Truly.
you're, the leader gets spun.
No.
Here we go. Adam Moore is around. Who's second? Brandon Brown.
No problems here. You don't want to do that, buddy.
Corey
You do
Wyatt
not
is
wanna
in
do
second.
that.
Corey Wyatt now. It's chum in the water for Corey Wyatt. Can he reel in the driver, number 12, who has rebounded and is now going down the back straightaway?
Is he
Here
the
comes
leader
the
now?
charge of Wyatt.
Oh, here he is. He's
Wyatt in the silver car is catching him.
trying to get around a lapper. We're looking at the 12, still the leader.
White
They
flag
getting the
is
white
out.
flag.
You know, if you're a fan of cars and you're a fan of, like, rock and roll, it's like seeing, the leader spins.
Uh-oh, here we
comes
go.
the drama.
Corey Wyatt hot on his tails right there. You'll see him in that silver car in the 70. That's your second place.
So what I was saying, this is like pyrotechnics and car lovers unite.
He's using the wheel. We're Ross Chastain'ing it.
That's going to hurt.
Oh, he's trying. Oh,
He's
God.
going to go through the grass. The pass in the grass. Will it be the Earnhardt-esque move? No, it isn't. The great one, Adam Moore, sparking across the start-finish line.
Wow.
Adam Moore right there wins his, I believe, 11th career skid plate race. Adam Moore is the victory in a dramatic one here in a really strong field of skid plate racers as he salutes the crowd. Adam Moore with the big old beard. Oh, style points. That's how you pull it into victory lane. Sparking the donuts here at the Madhouse, and the fans are loving it. Here comes the smoke. That's what you do with a front-wheel drive burnout right there, folks. 11, just to mention, you just said 11 career wins in 31 starts. Whoa, we've got a nose-to-nose front-wheel drive burnout. Hold on to your hats, old ladies. This is something you don't see. That looks like Burt Myers and Tim Brown years ago in turn 1 with just a little less contention. I hope you like that one, Burt and Tim. Yeah, they are
feel like
They've been
just
teammates
saw-
in the chain race before.
That chain race is also wild.
Well, let's get them climbing out of the car before we tease our
Your breaking
news. We have breaking news, and
New
folks, I'm not joking.
news.
I'm not joking here. This is big.
What podcast is that?
What I don't.
New news. Oh, come
Tell me.
on.
Tell me, the Dale Jr. download? No, I'm just kidding.
New Heights. Nobody's okay.
New Heights. What's New Heights?
No,
Well,
no
speaking
football
of New
fans.
Heights,
No football fans.
here he comes for New Heights for Adam Moore,
Woo!
pointing up to the sky.
Yes, sir.
Probably to honor Robbie. Some big hugs. Adam Moore, your skid plate race winner.
Smells like burnt metal,
Burnt rubber.
burnt everything.
Some people were burnt today with just the sun. Anyway, let's get to our breaking news. We do have breaking news coming from the pit area. It appears that the winner of the first race, Amber Lynn, has been disqualified according to stadium officials. Amber Lynn disqualified for refusing to report to technical inspection. Her car was loaded up on the trailer, but Amber Lynn disqualified from her win. Now, we're not done. The 55 of Zach Orr after the second race, allegedly, according to officials, has refused to go, he's refused to go to tech. He's refused technical inspection. So, the 55, potential disqualification number 3 for Zach Orr. The plot thickens. The stadium tells us there is also a protest underway from Zach Orr to the number 21 of Tommy Neal. Interesting. The sportsman division over a 4-week period has been a slew of winners, disqualifications, fines, points penalties every week.
Every week.
It has become the lead story. Let's go to break. We'll have more news and a wrap-up of the night coming up next. In Winston-Salem, North Carolina, sits a NASCAR legend. Championship night at historic Bowman Gray Stadium.
This is what you dream of. Zach Orr will become a champion of the sportsman division.
Christian Joyce is your 2024 champion.
Title number 5, A.J. Sanders has made history.
You can win here 150 times and it never gets old. There's something about this place.
Winning here never gets old. Racing here doesn't either. Drama, action-packed excitement, but next week, championship battles, the gloves are off for a double points slobberknockle. Folks, the Madhouse is unlike anything. We saw a night filled with so much emotion and so much on-track drama. Jacqueline Drake, one takeaway.
Certainly for me, it was that modified division. We saw the battle for the history of the all-time win list, not only with Burt Myers bringing home the first modified feature win, but then Tim Brown buckling down, taking home his 104th victory in his career here at Bowman Gray. Certainly very cool moment to be able to sit here and watch history battle between the two of them, both in the same night, veterans, and the modified series never disappoints, Matt.
And the rookies paved the way with that bumper battle and controversy. We'll be talking about it all week long. Thank you so much to everybody, our hard-working crew here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the hard-working crew in Concord, North Carolina. We open the night with a silent lap. And we open the night in honor of Robbie Brewer, a moment that nobody here in attendance will forget. We had bumper battles all around the famed quarter mile, including some tattooing and some history, with Burt Myers and Tim Brown taking historic wins. But the big moment of the night was Brad Lewis, the emotional win in honor of Robbie Brewer from he and Brendan Lee Brendel. What a night here at the Madhouse. What a night of emotions, and it was all for you, Robbie Brewer. I'm Matthew Dillner. I'm joined with Jacqueline Drake. Until next time, we'll see you at the races.